improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
When it comes to prescription medications, it's essential to apply safe practices to protect your health and safety. To avoid misuse and abuse, never share or borrow medication. Keep your prescriptions out of the wrong hands by storing them in a lockbox and disposing of medication properly. Finally, understand your prescription information. Don't be afraid to ask your pharmacist and doctor for help. And if buying prescriptions online, be sure to use VIPS accredited pharmacies. Learn more at awarerx.org, a public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy Foundation.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it, so can you.
For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Laura, the guys really went to town on that leg of lamb.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
Something's wrong. I know you too well.
Jim's company is cutting his salary, and he may even get laid off. He doesn't think we'll be able to afford the mortgage.
Oh, Laura.
If you think you may be in danger of foreclosure, call the National Foundation for Credit Counseling at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
The search for a kayaker who went missing Thursday in Claremont County has come to an end. Authorities say 2 people were kayaking on the Ohio River near Richmond when their vessel overturned. One of those kayakers was accounted for shortly after. The body of the missing kayaker was found Sunday in the river near New Richmond. Police are investigating after 3 people were shot Saturday in Avondale. The incident near Reading Road and Hutchins Avenue left 1 victim with serious injuries and 2 with injuries that are described as non-life-threatening. The shooting set off a gas leak when a stray bullet reportedly hit a gas meter in the area. At last report, repairs were underway. The investigation into a deadly officer-involved shooting in Westchester continues. An officer investigating screams for help coming from an apartment fatally shot a man Thursday night when the suspect was found holding a knife to the woman's throat. The suspect has since been identified as 39-year-old Lorenzo Miller. The woman was taken to the hospital for care and was treated and released. Animal cruelty charges are being filed against a Cincinnati woman. Reports say 2 dogs were found dead inside of crates in the home of Angela Dodson. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
The Lincoln Ware Show is on.
In 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Right now.
Than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane.
Lincoln, Bobingan, Bonana, Pineapple, Bingan, Feed, Fine, Momingan, Lincoln.
They say this cat Lincoln is a bad mother. I'm just talking about Lincoln.
Good morning, Cincinnati. Welcome to 1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show, till 1 o'clock this afternoon. It is Monday, and we start another week. And I tell you, there's a lot going on around the tri-state, the nation, and the world. And boy, they had a man led a police chase. He's accused of kidnapping his girlfriend at gunpoint and strangling her. Yeah. And she even lost consciousness while he was choking her. And boy, he led police on a chase through Hamilton and Butler counties. It ended in a crash right there at I-75. According to Laughlin Police, he faces multiple felony charges, including kidnapping, felonious assault, domestic violence, and strangulation. Woo, man. And he attacked his girlfriend, punched her repeatedly in the face, causing bruising to her eyes and ribs. Boy, how do they like beating up women like that? It's crazy. Investigators said Williams also struck the victim with a handgun. He pistol whipped her. Man. And continued assaulting her despite multiple attempts to leave. And court records show that Williams pushed the woman onto a couch, strangled her, and the victim told authorities she did not wake up until the following morning. What? Jeez. Man. Jeez. This dude, what is it? Adamu Williams was his name. Adamu Williams. Unbelievable. She was like being held captive, pretty much. Jeez. Well, it's game 3 tonight in New York, and Trump will be there, which means the Spurs will win. He's going to put a damper on the win streak of the New York Knicks.
Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
Yeah. And they've even canceled the watch party right outside of Madison Square Garden. They canceled that. So you know those New Yorkers are really mad about that. And if they lose tonight, they're really going to blame it on Trump. Hakeem Jeffries says he's going to ruin a good thing by attending the Knicks game. That's what Hakeem Jeffries says. He's going to ruin a good thing. The Knicks' good thing is about to come to an end. I think I might place a bet on the Knicks tonight. I mean, on the Spurs. On my way home, I might stop over there at Hard Rock and put a little bet on the Spurs because I think they're going to win tonight. Oh, yeah. Especially when Wemby was he was embarrassed kind of last week. They kind of embarrassed him, and he wants to redeem himself. So he'll be coming in full 7-5 mode today. 7-5, playing like a guard. When does that ever happen? I mean, gee, you got to give a man credit for that. That's a lot of weight and height to be moving like he moves. Seems like drag queens and things like that has been happening in Cincinnati since the 19th century. Yeah. And I have to agree. You know, I used to cringe when Nathan Ivey would call Cincinnati the drag queen city. I'm like, ooh, I hate that. But apparently Nathan Ivey was right. Yes. This is the drag queen city. And they've been doing drag shows since, oh, boy, even before the Reds baseball came to Cincinnati. They've been doing it that long. Man. So since this is LGBTQ month, Pride Month, they threw that story out there. And, boy, I always thought Caledonia was in drag, but no, I was like, I don't think a woman could look like that. But Caledonia was a female, I guess. You know, if anybody know who Caledonia, you got to be a certain age to know Caledonia. And if you know her, you'll know what I'm talking about. You will definitely know what I'm talking about. Caledonia was one of the most, I'll say unattractive women that I've ever seen in my life. And she was popular here in Cincinnati. Everybody used to love to see Caledonia dance. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, so Trump will attend the game tonight after storming out of the interview with Kristen Welker. And I thought Kristen had him to the wall there. She had him pinned in the corner. And Kristen Welker, she's no joke, let me tell you. Let's listen to some of that interview.
I spoke with President Trump on Saturday, and we both acknowledged the complications during the interview posed by the rain. He agreed to sit down with me for another Meet the Press interview.
The election was rigged. It was a dirty election.
Mr.
And it's
President,
happening again right now in California.
Presented evidence
it's happening
that the
right now in
election
California.
Rigged.
Right now, it's look at what's
Where's
happening in
the evidence
California.
To that?
It's
the
4
Republicans
days.
Are doing well in
California. It's no, they're not. They're dropping fast because it's a rigged election. Let me tell you, it's 4 days, and they aren't even close to coming up with.
That's how they count.
You know
the
why
votes
they're doing
in
that? Because they're cheating on the election.
What? Do you have evidence to support
all
that?
I have to do is look. All I have to do is
that's
look.
Not
evidence. And I listen to people, and let's see what happens.
But sir, that's not evidence.
Do you think it's appropriate?
That's how they count the votes in California.
Do you think it's appropriate that they have an election and 5 days later they're nowhere close to picking a winner?
State and local officials acknowledge they are slow. They're urging.
No, they're crooked.
They're urging the votes to be counted quickly. That's how they vote in California.
They're crooked, just like you're crooked. Your press is crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked.
To be fair, I'm not crooked, but let's
really.
Let's
well,
continue.
You play right into their hands.
Let's continue.
You're either crooked or you're stupid. You play right into their hands with this rap. You know that these elections are rigged. Your network knows that they're rigged. You know that I won an election in a landslide, and I got 94% bad press.
But, Mr. President,
you know why I got that? Because you have no credibility.
But you've never presented evidence that it was rigged. Let's keep talking about. I want to talk about Todd.
You have more evidence. There's more evidence than ever presented.
Let's talk about
your elections in this country. We're like a third world country. Your elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked, and so is ABC and CBS and CNN.
But, Mr. President,
you're one-sided crooked networks. All right, let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat in the rain.
I know.
I've sat in the rain with you for an hour, on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what?
Mr.
A country can never be great with a dishonest
Listen,
press.
we traveled all the way to Wisconsin for this interview.
She traveled to a barn in Wisconsin for the interview, and you can hear the rain hitting that tin roof. That's good sleeping rain right there. You can really sleep good in that kind of rain, hitting the tin roof. And yeah, but anyway, Trump is a piece of work. Yeah. And Scott Pelley says CBS leadership pushed for the president's version of all the events that were happening. They wanted them to slant their stories to side with the president. Can you believe that? And he's talking about they're crooked. Well, I guess they are if they wanted that, right? And Christian said, I'm not crooked. I'm not crooked. Unbelievable. But I can't believe the nerve of this guy. He's got some nerve. He has got some nerve. Man. In South Carolina, Republican lawmakers want to withhold millions of dollars from South Carolina State University after they protested that the lieutenant governor was going to speak at their commencement. They protested and everything. She ended up not speaking, and now they want to take money from this HBCU. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. $5 million they want to take. Man, they what a president, what a Republican Party. Simone Biles says she almost died. She won't tell us how she almost died, but she said she almost died. And why is she teasing us like that? Don't even tell us you almost died if you're not going to tell us what happened, why you almost died. But maybe one day she will. But she says she recently experienced what she called one of the scariest moments of her life, prompting an outpouring of support and renewed conversations about health, recovery, and pressures placed on high-achieving black women. Yes. But she won't tell us what happened. She won't tell us. Oh, boy. So I'm waiting to hear the pushback from these New Yorkers who can't go to their watch party tonight because of Donald Trump right outside the Madison Square Gardens. And if they put the camera on him, you'll be able to hear boos throughout the Madison Square Garden, I'm sure. A federal lawsuit is trying, they aim to stop the UFC event on the White House South Lawn. They're trying to stop it. It just degrades the White House. And have you seen that god-awful monstrosity in front of the White House? It's god-awful, let me tell you. It's just, jeez. Unbelievable. What is god-awful? Why do people say that? I don't know. God-awful. What does that mean? I'm sure somebody would tell me. Trust me. When you mention God on this show, everybody is a biblical scholar. Yes. Even me sometimes. I'll just make up a sermon on the run. I'll just pull out my papers and start preaching. And speaking of that, I saw a story this morning that the Southern Baptist Church will not let women preach. Why are they afraid of these women preachers in the Southern Baptist Conference? I don't know. Let's rest this little feeble message. We'll talk about that and the Southern Baptists later on. Yeah. Unbelievable. It says, should Southern Baptist women be pastors? And the battle reignites. Yes. And the issue has been a thorn in the Southern Baptist Convention's side for a long time. The questions won't linger much longer because one of the Southern Baptist leaders, if he has his way, the answer is a resounding no. They can't preach. I don't know, what is the deal with preachers and letting women preach? What is the deal? Does it say something about that in the Bible? I don't know. I'm sure it's got to, for them to be acting like this over women preaching. It's got to say something that a woman is not supposed to preach in the church. It's got to say something like that, else they wouldn't be holding on to it like they are. But I know, who is it? Lincoln Heights Missionary Baptist Church. They got a female preacher out there. And I went to service. I saw her. She was pretty good. She's going to get better, too. The more she preaches, the better she will get. I saw a lot of potential in her. I can't remember her name, but she was out there at the Lincoln Heights Missionary Baptist Church, and she did a good job. Yes. All right. Let's see what else we have. We might as well go ahead and take a break now. We got a lot of other news. And why has everybody gone to stabbing nowadays? All these stabbings going on. Is this the new trend? Instead of shooting, they're going to stab you to death? I mean, they had a stabbing at the Penn Station up in New York last night. Yeah. Multiple people injured after stabbings. Penn Station is right underneath Madison Square Garden. So I tell you, it's going to be heavy security tonight for the Knicks. You better get there. If you're going to the game, if you got one of those $10,000 tickets and you're going, you better leave early because you're going to have to go through double screenings, not just the regular screening and when you go any other day, but it's going to be double the trouble tonight. Yes. All right, we'll take a break and then we'll come back. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships? Look no further.
Yeah, when Obama goes to the game, it's different. He sits there on the court. He doesn't hide up in the owner's booth. He sits on the court. People love him. That's the difference between Trump and Obama. I'll ask Terrence that question in a minute. He's on the phone now, but I'll ask him. He says he's always liked the Knicks ever since he lived in New York. You know, he grew up in New York, so he's always been a Knicks fan. But that still don't mean he has to go to he couldn't make his son's wedding, but he can go to the Knicks game. Couldn't go to his son's wedding, but he's at the Knicks game. Unbelievable. If I was his son, I'd be offended. Mike Martin will be in later on today. Mike Martin. Yeah, they had like a big flag football tournament in town this weekend. Mike Martin will be on, one of the Cincinnati Bengals Super Bowl favorites. They made the Super Bowl, but he was injured. He didn't get a chance to play. But he did sing at the players' big sing-off. They had $25,000 he won, I think. Yeah. He was the best singer. What song did he sing? I'll ask him when he gets here. I think it was New Edition or something. My Prerogative. Did he do that? I don't know. Oh, Terrence, they wanted to know why you're able to play music from Shaft at the beginning of the show. They said, bring back soul classics aspect of the Lincoln Ware Show. So I don't know. How are you able to get away with that?
Maybe because it's mixed in with other stuff. But, I mean, I looked this morning, and you have to have rights. You got to have permission to play music from the original artist, even if you're looping it.
Okay,
which I was planning on just.
But we have that permission here.
On the radio, yes. Not on YouTube.
Okay. Well, maybe that's just a technical issue. If we have it for radio and radio is on YouTube, maybe we can get by with it.
No, sir.
We can't.
YouTube is different.
Oh, boy.
What's going to happen is if you start playing it, then they're going to come after us, basically, the owners, the rights Because AI is able to pick up
Yeah.
whatever music it is.
Yeah.
And it's going to notify whoever the music belongs to, hey, they're playing your music. And if we don't have permission, they could take the our YouTube channel off of YouTube.
Oh, boy.
It could go that far.
Oh, boy.
So we got to have permission or have the rights to play it or nothing at all.
Jeez.
Yep, it is what it is. This is a new era. So deal with it.
Man.
Hey, I'm not happy to play this stuff, these instrumentals. That's not the joy of my day. It's just this is where we are now.
All right.
I had a great time at the walking club Saturday. Man, it was great seeing all those folks.
Right. I know you saw everybody, didn't you?
Man,
we had a ton of people there. Where's my video? Okay.
And the next time you see me, it will be at the breakfast.
Right. We'll see you at the breakfast just like we saw you Saturday. Oh. And I'm sure we'll hear from Mike McCoy this morning also, because his horses came in pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, he's back.
Sharon won some money. I don't know how much. I bucked the system this. I said, I'm just going to go another horse that Mike McCoy picked. I'm going to put another one in there, take one of his horses out, and I messed up. Next time I'm going to follow Mike McCoy. Sharon followed him. There was another couple up there at the casino with Mike McCoy's picks. Every time we go up there, there's a couple in front of us that has Mike McCoy's picks. I say. .1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you on a Monday morning. Let's go downtown to the Crime Stopper headquarters and check in with my good friend, Detective Tiffany Green. How are you today?
I'm good. Good morning, Lincoln. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, hanging in. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. How was yours? How did it go on Saturday?
Oh, man, it was unbelievable. We had over 300 people there, like 340 people, I think, somewhere around in there. And, boy, everybody had on the shirts. They were walking, and it was a great sight to see.
Okay, and this is the 26th year?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I love it. I love that.
Yes. Who are we looking for today?
Cincinnati Police District 4 is looking for Lamonte Thomas. Mr. Thomas is wanted for aggravated robbery, felony strangulation, and misdemeanor domestic violence, and 2 counts of misdemeanor endangering children. On June 6th of 2026, during a domestic dispute, Mr. Thomas struck and choked the victim, impeding the victim's ability to breathe. Then he brandished a firearm and forcibly took the victim's cell phone. The victim fled the residence for safety. After the victim left, Mr. Thomas left 2 children unattended in a hot apartment without adult supervision. Lamonte Thomas is a black male. He's 32 years old. He's 5'5" and 120 pounds. Lamonte Thomas has a history of drug offenses, menacing, and obstructing official business, and was last known to live on Greenwood Avenue in Avondale. Anthony Mark Perry is wanted by the Ohio Adult Parole Authority for a felony parole violation. Mr. Perry was originally charged with felony child neglect. Anthony Mark Perry is a white male. He's 54 years old. He's 5'7" and 180 pounds. Anthony Mark Perry has a history of assault and domestic violence and was last known to live in Middletown, Ohio. Listeners, if anyone has information on where police can find Lamonte Thomas or Anthony Mark Perry, please call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040 or submit a tip online at crime-stoppers.us.
All right, 352-3040, night or day, cash money for your clues. And did I ask you about your weekend? I thought I did. Did I?
You did.
Okay, all right.
You covered me.
Okay.
Now we got to ask Terrence.
Well, I can tell you what he did this weekend. Nothing.
Yeah, I I talked to him. I said, you know what, Terrence? You always on me, but we got to get you out.
Yes. He's a homebody. He's a recluse, you know.
I'm just an introvert, not a recluse, Mr. Ware. That's taking it way too far.
Oh, yeah, right. All right. We will talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow.
Have you used that taser yet? Have you trained for it yet?
No, I haven't gotten mine yet.
Okay.
I'll get mine in a couple weeks.
Okay. All right. We'll talk to you. All right. She's going to taser you, Terrence, to make you get up and get out.
Hey, you know, if you hit it in the right spot, it may get it up.
Oh,
you know?
Boy. Unbelievable. Let's move along. 513-749-1230. It's all Terrence Howard, let me tell you. I have nothing to do with the things that he does there. All right. Let's go to Bill. I'm trying to think. Bill, did you hear your song yesterday?
Nope.
Okay, what was it?
High School Dance and Cotton Candy by the Silvers. It was double shot of the Silvers.
Those were not in there. I forget. I should have played Misdemeanor anyway. But
I don't want to hear Misdemeanor. I kind of didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't have those songs. That's why I didn't play it. I didn't have those songs. But I played something that you had requested before. Didn't you request Humping before?
No, Chico did.
Chico did. I played that yesterday.
Yeah, you also played Joe Simon's Get on the Floor and Get on Down.
Yes.
You played Tyrone Davis in the Mood.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, you were still hitting, man, big time. I mean, the referee had to move out of the way.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you were doing it.
All right.
But I want to move on, man. I want to give you a double shot of the Commodores.
Oh, yeah, Commodores.
I want to request Fancy Dancer, and I want to request what else was it that I was going to request?
Easy Like a Sunday Morning.
No. It was something else.
Too Hot to Trot.
Nope. I wanted to request something. Fancy Dancer was co-written by Ronald LaFred, the late bass player, along with Lionel Richie. And, Zoom.
Zoom, okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Ronald LaFred co-wrote that with Lionel Richie. I mean, he was an atrocious bass player, man. If you listen to the Midnight Magic album, the title cut, and Getting It, that Walter Orange sang lead on, and Ronald LaFred was all over that song with that bass, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was atrocious.
Yeah.
So you got this, or do I have to call the request line?
I got you. But it wouldn't hurt if you call the request line, because I listen to the request line before I do the show, and so, I won't forget about it. So just call 513-679-6028.
Okay, well, in case I forget, I'll remind you Wednesday when I call.
All right.
I want to move along, man. I saw Meet the Press yesterday with the whining, crying-ass Trump, whining about voting fraud and everything, election fraud.
And the reason why it takes California, they have a lot of mail-in ballots, and they double-check to make sure the people who mailed their ballot in didn't go to the polls and vote. So they double-check each of those ballots, and it just takes longer in California. Simple as that. He has no proof of any fraud going on, and she asked him, "Where's the proof? What do you have proof?" "I can look and see." That's not
He's
proof.
running scared. That's all. He's running scared. He's worried about the fact that when he gets out of office, he's going to be impeached and he's going to be arrested.
Yeah.
And you know what? I hope your nephew is watching this, so we hear 5 minutes of jump when he calls in, and I'm just going to turn him off because I don't want to hear his mouth.
All right.
But Joan, it seemed like you got something to hide, sweetheart. And as they always say, whatever you do in the dark will come to light. So I guess you're going to take it out on me when you being exposed about something. But, you shouldn't have opened your mouth fussing at me because I'm telling it like it is about Trump,
Well,
So
Jones' secret is safe with me.
Yeah, well, you know what? It won't be safe with the man upstairs because he will expose you. So I guess you're going to take it out on me and sharpen your claws.
Oh, boy.
That's all right, Joan. I can take it.
Okay.
Guess what? You like everybody else, you sitting up whining about Trump, but that's all right. All right, Terrence, hey, you keep that music popping, man, because you playing it in between. I'm hearing it. But I missed at the end Lou Rawls' Groovy People, man.
Oh, I missed that song,
why did you
too.
take that out?
I missed that song, too. I wish I could play it, but we're in the world of YouTube now. We're in their world. We're just living in it.
I'm done.
All right. It's their world.
Joan said to shut up.
Joan said, shut up. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, 513-749-1230. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
1230 The Buzz wants you to buy Black 513. Black Americans have over...
Vernon said, I love Bill as if he was my own brother. Woo! Dang, I drink that tea awfully fast. Man. I didn't know I had drank the tea already. I'm picking up the cup to drink, and it's gone. Jeez. Oh, boy. Did you see where Elwood Jones was sentenced to probation for that DUI? Yeah. So no jail time for him. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yes. I will admit, I was so busy this weekend, I didn't catch a lot of the local news. Catching up on the local news. There were some shootings, but I can't seem to find them. Find the shootings. President Trump treated that reporter the way that Lincoln treats the white lion. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Tim Heidel, you're sick. You're a sick man. I love how Sharon and her sisters redesigned the Walking Club T-shirts. Now, which one of her sisters told you they redesigned the Walking Club T-shirts, Valerie? Which one of them told you that? Yes.
Did you miss something? Catch the rebroadcast. Do it again. For the full schedule, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And Mike Martin will be in here at 11:30. Mike Martin. And we've got Own Cincy. We got Jan Michelle Lemon Kearney, JMLK, and Tierra Powell. They're coming in a little bit after 12. And we got Judge Nadine Allen. It's coming in with Stacy. Yeah, she's coming in with Judge Nadine Allen, talking about an event they have every year. And so we got a lot of visitors coming in here today, Terrence Howard. So keep on the lookout.
I love visitors.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love people.
Okay. I can tell. I can tell. All right. 513-749-1230. And we talk about, boy, they had a shooting up in Toledo at a festival up in Toledo. And a lot of people shot up there. Man, I tell you, you just can't go anywhere nowadays without some kind of shooting jumping off. You just can't go anywhere. I wonder if Nate Livingston was at the festival. Yes. I kind of doubt it.
Nate Livingston, he needs to shut up, and his brother, too.
Oh, boy. Joan is on everybody's case. Woo! Unbelievable. All right, let's go to Vernon. Vernon, how are you?
I'm all right, brother. How about yourself?
I'm hanging in there. What's on your mind?
Let me pull this sucker. I got one of these old trucks today. Hold on for a second. The walk was outstanding. As usual, but I'd say we had a lot of people there for the first day, as usual.
Yep. Right.
Yeah, but I like how you had everything set up. You know, we got sign in over here, go way over here and get your shirt.
Yeah.
That was cool. It was great seeing everybody. I wonder to myself, if we had more reporters asking that orange jackass questions, would he be president? Because, because no one's ever asked him questions and waited for an answer and went back to the question.
Right.
You know, he just rambles, it's rigged, it's rigged. Okay, well, where's your proof? Where's your proof?
Mm-hmm.
And if you go back, they all have been saying that, but they won't say it inside of a courtroom.
Right.
They won't even go to, you think about all the people all the times they went to court against the election, but when they got in court, they could never show any proof that anything was rigged or anything
They
was
never
wrong.
could. They went to many courts.
Many courts.
And they didn't have the proof. They did not have the proof.
Yeah, and you can't, and then what he said to those people, I think, was in Wisconsin, where he basically told those people, well, you elected me, so, I don't even know why I'm here.
Yeah.
That's y'all president, and that's a racist, that's a hypocrite.
And whatever farm they were on, I'm sure they're hurting because of his policies.
They're hurting. They have not sold not 1 ounce of soybeans to, a lot of that stuff went over to China.
Right.
And the thing about it, they were getting government subsidies for 30, 40 years. Why would you vote against the subsidy that benefits you?
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. You're voting against your own best interest, but yet now you're seeing it, and I guess just like everything else, until it hits you, now you see what we're talking about. It's that he showed the, and I had to think, has he ever done an interview with a black man?
One-on-one, I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, he did that interview with the NABJ. You know, the National Association of Black Journalists.
Yeah, he went up
remember
there.
that?
I saw that clown show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I give it up to that reporter. She stayed on point.
Yes, she did.
And I don't know what connections he's got, but he's probably going to try to get her fired. And she's going to make a whole lot of money if that does happen. You know, just like 60 Minutes, that guy that they got fired over there, he's going to have a podcast and make millions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be very interesting to see. But I just wish that's how you interview Republicans.
Yes.
We want facts. We want answers. We want to know. And what Democrats got to do is find a true leader, that's going to say, hey, this is what we're doing. Sorry about that. What we're doing moving forward, because we can't just beat up on Trump forever. That party is going to go way past the election, so we need to have somebody who's going to lead, and we can beat up on him and do everything else once he get out of office. But that's all I got, bro.
All right, Vernon, good to see you and your boo at the walk.
No, she wasn't there.
Oh, what? Okay. Okay.
No, that was, I think that was the lady who had the Bentley.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, that wasn't her. It was somebody else.
No.
But
I walked with her for a minute.
Okay.
I was actually keeping up.
Okay.
I was actually passing people. Now, she'll be there this way. I forget what that lady... I cannot remember what her name was.
That's a nice Bentley. She's got.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you.
I had a joke for that Bentley, and she laughed, but I can't tell you on the radio. But she said I could drive it. But things I got to do. And she's a very nice lady, though, and I was like, wow, that is a sharp car. But,
man,
I
tell you.
I think of the lady, and you know the lady I was walking with because she sells T-shirts or something like that. I cannot think of her name, but she walked with me coming around the waterway.
All right.
And, so I'll see you next week, brother.
All right. Talk to you later, Vernon. That's Vernon.
Man, you just snitching on Vernon.
No.
Look at you, Lincoln
She was
Ware.
just standing right there, and I just thought that was his. She was just standing there talking to everybody. Oh my goodness! No, Vernon is a good guy. I don't think his boo is upset. She loves Vernon. He's good to go. He's good to go. Yes. Some people were looking for Lady C. Somebody asked me if Lady C was there. Lady C was not there. But her date that I set her up with, he was there. He was there. And, man, there was a lot of people there. 300 and I think it was like 340. Something like that. And we had a great time. All right, let's take a break. Every line is busy. So we'll get busy by taking a break, and then we'll come back. We've got Chico, Curtis Wells, Ponytail Wells, Mike McCoy, Pharaoh, all holding on. Right here, 1230, The Buzz.
Every weekday, 1230 The Buzz has you covered. Let's go! With news, entertainment, and information. Starting at
I'm seeing all the words. Gene Mulholland. Maybe it's your computer. Reboot or something. Refresh. I told you it wasn't going to rain. Oh, shut up, Tierre. Oh, boy, somebody likes the music. Well, you have to thank the First Lady of Walk and Talk. She programs the music at the Walking Club. She's the DJ at the Walking Club. She's using everything I taught her. And she's a good DJ. Marvin Butts had more people than he thought would be there. I told him it was going to be some people there. Oh, boy. Yes. She is the house DJ. Lincoln, have you seen Nadine Allen's car? I saw it parked at an event and came in and told her, I know that's your spaceship parked outside. What kind of car was it? Who was frustrating Gene Mulholland? Who was frustrating on Thursday? Did I have the Queens of Local 12 on? And who else did I have on? I don't know. What was frustrating? I hope it's not that many when the breakfast comes. Oh.
Pharmacies. Learn more at awarerx.org, a public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy Foundation.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
You're listening to The Lincoln Ware Show.
Unbelievable.
On your talk and information station, 1230 The Buzz.
.1230 WDBZ, Lincoln Ware with you. And I can make the music sound better by dancing to it, I guess. You know what I mean? 513-749-1230. Let's get busy again. Let's go to Mike McCoy, who's you did a pretty good job this weekend, Mike McCoy. My good friend, Mike McCoy.
Yeah, Lincoln, I told Terrence Howard he better bet the house on it because it's coming in this time. And I text you all the tickets I had.
Yeah.
You see them, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
all right, I entertainment purposes only because Mississippi James was talking about me, I believe, the other day about betting this bet. It's for entertainment purposes only. And so it finally came in for me. So it was a good day. I got enough money to buy my medicine for 3 months now. So, but anyway, Lincoln, you didn't play my Joe Simon. I listened.
Yes, I did. I played Joe. Even my man, not Chico, but Bill even said it. Bill said he heard Joe Simon. I heard Joe Simon myself, so I know it played.
I must have moved out because I sit out on the porch, and I guess I took a break to go to the bathroom and didn't hear it.
But I played it, yes.
Yeah. How much of that money you going to give me?
Oh, I see. I was a little afraid of you this time. Sharon went with you, so she made some money. I'm taking her up to Miami Valley today, or maybe tomorrow. But I messed up with that 9. I put 4 in place of that 9.
Oh.
And that messed me up. And then I had 4 and 7 for my exacta.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have had 9 and 7, right? Was it 9 and 7?
Yeah. If you would have hooked the 4, 9, 7 up, you would have hit the trap.
I know. I messed up. I
gave you 4.
I outsmarted myself.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not going to retirement to next year's
Right.
Derby. And,
to the
I
Derby
appreciate
next year. Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate you letting me take the time to get this out there for entertainment purposes only, Lincoln. And one other thing before I go. Caldonia, she was a hell of a dancer.
Yeah. I know.
No, she was. Lincoln. She
Right.
was ugly as but she was a hell of a dancer. She could dance now.
Yes.
That was one thing I can give her credit for. She could dance. And the interview that Trump did, it's like a lot of these mega people are still backing this man. And I don't understand why, because he has no proofs about nothing. He's stealing, and he's just, hopefully he can go to jail when he gets out of office. But he's making it where, they can't look at his taxes, his family taxes and all that. And he's getting away with this. So when a new regime get in there, can they go back and reverse some of these things that he's doing? And I'll hang up and listen, Lincoln, because I know you got other callers. And let me hear what your thoughts are about that.
About the interview?
Yeah, about the interview, and can they look into his taxes and his family
Well, they looked
taxes?
into it. They looked into his taxes, and he's not paying a whole lot of taxes. That's what he was mad about, because the IRS leaked his tax records. That's why he sued them for $10 billion.
Well, I thought that he was saying once he gets out of office that they can't look at his taxes or his family taxes or any of that stuff. So
well, that was the agreement. I don't know how that's even legal. I don't know. How can you even do something like that? So I'm sure some federal judge will come in after he's gone, who's not afraid of him, and overturn all that stuff. That's ridiculous. How you going? Yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
Well, I'm sure Pharaoh can probably answer those questions about that, about looking into taxes and that sort of thing, because he's the mastermind on everything. All right, Lincoln, go ahead and get on out of here.
Thanks for your call. All right, was that a shot at the Pharaoh? It sounded like a little shot at the Pharaoh. I don't know. Unbelievable. And speaking of the Pharaoh, let's go to the Pharaoh. How you doing?
Lincoln, I'm fine. Lincoln, I heard your good buddy Mike McCoy say that he was getting his medicine for 3 months. He made enough money to get his medicine for 3 months. I wonder if the medicine is for wife beating.
What?
What? Moving right along, Lincoln. I had still waiting for Mr. Betts to call me. He still never called. I put in another call for him today.
Oh, boy.
For him to call, which I'm still waiting for, which I know the results of it all. Saturday, Lincoln, I ran into one of your callers. By accident, we were at the same place. We were seeing about speakers in our car. We was at Big Papa's up there.
Okay.
Up there, Montgomery Road.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And me and this caller, we were just talking. They didn't know me. I didn't know them.
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking, about our cars and blah, blah, blah. And we had been talking for about a half an hour. And all of a sudden, the buzz come up, and I asked him what his name was, and he told me his name was Michael Banks.
Michael Banks.
He said he's the one. He said, I'm the one who Lincoln makes jokes about, saying the IRS.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that couldn't have been that guy.
That was him. He said, I'm the one who Lincoln makes fun and jokes about when I say about the IRS,
that's
my commercial.
Suitcase.
Whatever
That's
it was.
Suitcase that lives in Florida.
No, he said Michael Banks. He said, I'm the one.
No, he's not. These people imagine
makes
things.
jokes about.
That's not him.
I've never even heard of a Michael Banks coming on.
This is what he told me.
Well, he was lying
said,
to you.
I said, but I listened to Lincoln Ware's show, too. He said, but who are you? And I told him, I said, I'm the Pharaoh. He said, what? You the Pharaoh? Man, I've been listening to you for years, man. And me and him been talking for about a half an hour.
Uh-huh.
And then he finally realized who I was, and he was shocked, like I was a celebrity or something, So we talked and everything another hour after that.
Mm.
But, I enjoyed talking with him and everything.
But I
exchanged phone numbers.
he is not the guy that we say IRS. The IRS.
He's the one who he told me he was the guy.
He's not
named
the guy.
Michael Banks.
Okay, he's not
Anyway,
the guy.
we talked for about an hour after that. We exchanged phone numbers, and I had some. He said he wanted to come by because I had some things that I wanted to show him, and he wanted to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So we agreed on that. But finally, Lincoln, this is supposed to be not only Black History, Black Music Month, but as you said earlier in the show, it's supposed to be Black Pride Month.
Well, Pride Month, not just Black, just Pride Month, yes.
I'm saying, how can a person be proud that I'm in love with another man, I'm in love with another woman, and I'm proud? You would think they would be shamed. Don't you know, Lincoln, that scientists studied animal behavior in order to understand human behavior? Did you know that?
I've heard that, yes.
They have studied scientists have studied animal behavior to understand human behavior. And you have never seen animals, 2 male birds, 2 male elephants, 2 male kangaroos, gorillas. You have never seen.
Well, I've seen a male dog try to hump another male dog.
Lincoln,
I've seen
a male dog try to hump my leg, as far as that goes. But once they know what time it is, they back away. See? But for humans, we don't have to do that type of thing. I know what I'm dealing with. I know when I see a woman. I know when I see a man. But yet I'm going to be proud of that, and I'm going to have a month set aside for me to display my love for somebody who looks like me, same sex.
As I always say, I think they were born that way, Pharaoh.
Lincoln, I told you, you are only born with your desire for food. You have born with a sexual desire, which is oriented through culture. What you watch, I see my mama kiss my daddy kiss my mama. Watch TV, I see a man kiss a woman. That's culture. You learn through culture.
Yeah.
See, where that sex desire goes toward. See, so anything else from that, everything else is learned behavior.
Well,
you learn who to orient yourself.
Everybody's not created equal.
Listen, I know that. This is what I always say about white folks. They are an aberration of you. And you know what an aberration is, Lincoln, don't you?
Yes. Tell us.
What is an aberration?
Tell us. I'm asking you, Pharaoh. Tell us.
An aberration is something that is out of the norm.
And
it's something that is
to
out
them,
of the norm. For
to
example,
them, it's not out of the norm.
I'll give you an example.
It's not out of the norm for them, Pharaoh.
I don't care what they say. I'm saying what science says.
It's normal for
I'll
them.
I'll give you an example of it real quick, Lincoln.
Quickly, because I got to go.
It's like you work, you're in a cookie factory. You make round cookies. Somehow another machine messes up and makes a square cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That square cookie is an aberration. It is out of the norm, because we normally make round cookies. But this cookie happened to come out square. So we'll stop production until we correct the machine to continue making the round cookies that we're usually making. So that square cookie is an aberration. So it is something out of the norm.
And 10%, maybe 10%, 5% of people are born out of the norm.
No, first of all, a person, as I said, but you're talking about nature. You're talking about human beings. What you're saying, Lincoln, is an opinion. I'm speaking science. All behaviors are learned. This is not my opinion. You're giving me your opinion. Yeah. I'm giving you what science says. You always say, well, one day science is going to find out about this, and they might. But that day hasn't come yet, Lincoln, okay? So you have to go with what science says now. And they say now that all behavior is learned. You're not born with nature.
All right, Pharaoh, I got to go.
It's learned.
I got to go. Thanks for your call. Unbelievable. Tierra Powell says Pharaoh is on the list of Cincy celebrities created by the Lincoln Ware Show. Oh boy, Pharaoh, he's a trip.
So I looked this up real quick, Mr. Ware.
Yes.
It says various non-human animal species exhibit behavior that can be interpreted as homosexual or bisexual, often referred to as same-sex sexual behavior. So there have been folks that's been observing animals.
Yes.
And they've seen same-sex animals have sex.
Yeah.
So it's been seen in nature.
Yeah. So Pharaoh, that's science. I don't know. Unbelievable. But as Vernon said, who was it that said that? The Pharaoh? Oh no, Mike McCoy. Pharaoh knows everything. He knows everything. And he says it's learned behavior. All right, Pharaoh. Let's break for news. Then we'll come back. Chico, Ponytail Wells, and others on 1230, The Buzz.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
Animal cruelty charges are being filed against a Cincinnati woman. Reports say 2 dogs were found dead inside of crates at the home of Angela Dotson. One of those dogs had no access to food or water. The other dogs were found living in dangerous conditions inside of a home, including another without food or water. Dotson was arrested Saturday. The investigation into a deadly officer-involved shooting in Westchester continues. An officer investigating screams for help coming from an apartment fatally shot a man Thursday night when the suspect was found holding a knife to the woman's throat. The suspect has since been identified as 39-year-old Lorenzo Miller. The woman was taken to the hospital for care and was treated and released. Police are investigating after 3 people were shot Saturday in Avondale. The incident near Reading Road and Hutchins Avenue left 1 victim with serious injuries and 2 with injuries that are described as non-life-threatening. The shooting set off a gas leak when a stray bullet reportedly hit a gas meter in the area. At last report, repairs were underway. The Reds are headed west after a disappointing weekend series in St. Louis. Cincinnati was swept by the Cardinals in a 3-game set. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230, The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
The voice of the community. We are 1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
It's a big, rich town. 1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware on a Monday. Don't forget Mike Martin. It's coming up at 11:30. They had a big flag football tournament in town this weekend. We'll find out about that. I think his team he had a team in there. We'll find out about what's going on with flag. I wonder if anybody was betting they do that. I'm telling you, that stuff is going on even down to the Pee Wee football teams. It's going on, folks. It's going on. I'm telling you. All right. Let's go to Chico. Chico, what's up?
Hey, good morning, Link. How you doing,
Pretty
man?
Pretty good. What's up?
All right, just checking in with you. Hey, it's not too late to come out to sign up to the walking club, is it?
No, it's never too late.
Okay, all right. I just want to come out, make my presence be known, man.
All right.
Get off behind the mic like you know.
Yes.
But I'm gonna come out this Saturday. What time? 8:30? Around 8:30?
No, 7:30. I mean 8:30. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, 8:30. 8:30. You're right. 8:30.
Okay, come on.
I'm just thinking of the time. I'm just thinking of the time we have to be there. The people who set up and stuff. But 8:30. 8:30 is when they walk.
Okay.
So
yeah, come on out, man. Introduce myself, man.
Yes.
But I got to tell my boy Bill to stand down, man. I be trying to tone him down a little bit, Link. You got to loosen up on it, man. That's my cat.
What song did you ask for?
Yeah. You played my humping, man. You
okay.
did.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I know what I wanted to ask you. Hey, I know you be jamming with these songs, Link. I know you had to stand and do your old throwback dance on the humping, man.
Oh yeah. I dance a little bit.
That was a good one, man.
Yes.
But so Link, on the call-ins now for the request, do we got that specific line to call in, or we still can't do it over the the phone or
well,
what?
It's better if you call in over the phone. It's better if you call 513-679-6028.
Okay. I'm like Miss Nettie, the old school. Give me that number one more time.
513-679-6028.
6028. Okay, I got you, man.
And just say your name and where you live and the song you want to hear.
Okay, so giving it to you.
Just say
giving it to you now. It's too early. Just call in and do it over.
Yeah. And that way I'll make sure I get it because when I'm doing the show, I listen to the messages.
Okay, I got you. All right. 679-6028.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna come on up. Got to request a blues song this week, man.
Okay.
But I'll be out Saturday, man. I want to come. I was busy this Saturday, but I wanted to let you know about your Reds, man. I think we can get in now for $12. I can sit where you were sitting at last week, Link.
Man, this team has spiraled out.
The way they going, you can get in. They gonna be giving tickets away free.
No, I doubt that. That. They gonna make you pay the price that you normally would pay.
Yeah, that's true. But
they'll still look. People, they're gonna have giveaways, bobblehead giveaways, and stuff like that. That draws people in.
Well, yeah, them the gimmicks to get people down there, but you still want to at least see somebody win the games sometimes, man.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
They're gonna be like New York in a minute. You're gonna see more visiting fans than Cincinnati fans.
Right.
New York travel heavy. When they was in San Antonio, they tore that city up down there.
They travel heavy. And it's a couple of football teams like that. Pittsburgh travels heavy. Cleveland travels pretty good. And you see them in here, and they try to raise a lot of hell when they come to Cincinnati.
Well, Cincinnati, man.
Yeah.
It's the Queen City, as y'all call it.
The drag queen city, as Nathan Ivey calls it.
Quit hating on your town, man. Come on, Jake.
I know, I hate that. And when he says it, it's like fingernails on a chalkboard. When he says
you're right. That's true. I feel you, but I'm from here myself, so when I introduce myself, you know my people. You went to school with grade school, one of my brothers, man.
What's his name?
I don't want to say it over the phone, man.
Does he have a warrant out for his arrest?
No. You know him, Link. I just don't want to say my name over the line, man.
Oh, boy. Okay.
It's a well-known name. Most people know my family in the city, but I don't want to go there. But
is it a crime? You have a crime family or something?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. No, I'm just messing with you, man. But no, I'm not putting it out like that.
Right.
But I come out Saturday, man, and introduce myself.
All right.
Okay. And I know you got your boy Ponytail Wells coming up. Did he come out to the walking club? Does he join?
Are you kidding me? He don't even live in Cincinnati.
Oh, my bad. I guess I shouldn't have brought him up. He gonna say my name in a minute. He throw shade at the women. I know he comes for the people, brothers too.
If you were a black female with a business, he'd come after you for sure.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, man. Like I said, I'm gonna say my request. I'll hit the call-in line.
All right.
And, I'll be out Saturday to check you out, Link. Thanks,
all right, Chico. Thanks for your call. All right, let's go to Ponytail Wells. Ponytail Wells, what's up?
Rebuttal. What's interesting is I got record here recently. Lincoln, do you know that you didn't win half of your races because officials told other guys not to start running until you were out the block by 5 yards? Are you aware there's analysis going on right now?
What? Say that again.
You didn't win half the races in your career?
Yeah, right. Please.
Now stop.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Look, stop right there. In your mind, you won all of them, and it was fair.
And it was.
Just.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. If someone was doing inquiry and proved that there was some rulings in your favor when you should not have won the race, you would be hard-pressed to accept that. And then a person to ask the question like I just did, well, you would say, Wells, you're crazy. We saw Lincoln run. But the fact of the matter is, there was some point shaving and some undue process by the regulatory oversight for Lincoln to win.
You just like Donald Trump won't accept the truth. The facts.
Okay, look, hold on a second. Now, since I said that, you should be a Trump supporter.
Why?
Well, Kristen, and to Tico, you're listening out there, everybody listening, the fact that, and even Mike McCoy, Lincoln, why you stop Mike talking about Bruce Lee got into a fight with Muhammad Ali? I had to type into the chat. That was AI created. You let him run with it.
Well, I didn't know. I had not seen that fight.
But up to this point, you have not corrected Mike. You talked to Mike several times. This is what I'm saying. There's something about you.
I have not seen that Muhammad Ali, Bruce Lee. I didn't know whether it was fake or not. Probably, if I had looked at it, I could say that looked kind of like it's kind of fake.
That's what I'm saying about factually. People even knew back then. Bruce Lee admired Muhammad Ali. He used to talk to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar about Ali. Mm-hmm. And then we get Mike. So people are revising the past on stuff like because what I did last week about Burton. Let's have a real conversation about two things quickly.
And somebody called in and disavowed what you were saying, said it wasn't true.
No. It was Waldo, and you let him do disinformation. I never said it was a load-bearing wall.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
said
you
the
did.
Sturdiness of the wait a minute. See, this is why you get in trouble. I got the tape.
How did I get in trouble?
Sturdiness of the building. He said a load-bearing. And so since he did that, I called 265. And then I found out why he was hollering. And once again, y'all going to say, oh, he's beat up on a woman. Miss Reese, call in and explain to the community why you have two campaign committees.
No,
Lincoln. Because, see, you all let folks that don't have balance. That's why Trump didn't communicate with Welker. For the community out there, Lincoln, please.
No,
listen.
she pushed his back to the wall with questions he didn't want to answer.
Lincoln,
That's simple as that. Why don't you accept that?
Mr. Ware, please, see, when we have a legitimate conversation with facts, since we don't bash Trump, you guys get upset. And Lincoln, at some point, there's got to be a communication audit about the facts. For one, there's precedent for what Trump is doing. Listen, community, go to the website, read it.
What other president has torn down the east wing of the White House, put up a wrestling arena in front of the White House? Give me a break.
Mr. Ware, if I respond, you're going to dump me, and you're eating my time. Listen, about this anti-weaponization fund, it was relative to his IRS lawsuit, his two sons, Trump, and when he was president, the Mar-a-Lago raid and the Russian collusion hoax, which have all been proven to be the government against Trump for no other reason to do the outcome of the election. But here's the point about why, if it goes to court, he will win. The Obama administration gave away $760 million under the same premise. Do you hear me?
Who did they give the money to?
No, but listen to me. They have presidents.
And hold on a second. And he was talking this smack about Obama loading up the airplane, flying it to Iran with, I forgot how many millions of dollars, maybe it reached $1 billion, taking out the seats of the airplane. I don't know if that's true. But the money Obama gave Iran was money that they had frozen in the banks that belonged to Iran. All he was doing is giving them their money back as part of his nuclear agreement with them. He was just giving them their money that we had seized from them. You and Trump act like it was the taxpayers' dollars. It was not. Continue.
Mr. Ware.
Yes.
Like I say, on that side of the aisle, you like to defend it. Now, that money was used to harm American citizens and to go away from Iran to invest over in other countries.
It was their money that we had seized from them.
And when you say their money, let's be clear. You got government money, you got private money.
It was money that they had in banks that the U.S. had frozen. It was their money.
Mr. Ware, let me respond to a couple of things quickly for you. You got me open, you got me shut down.
You're on the air.
Okay, because you click in and click out.
Yes, I do. I have to do that to shut you up sometimes get across what I want to say. You won't shut up. Go ahead.
A couple of things quickly. When Ms. Powell comes in, Ms. Powell break out the data on Habitat for Humanity on the audit long term.
Oh,
how many have? No, because she's coming on. She's going to bash Trump and say, look.
She's not coming on here to bash Trump. She's coming on to talk about own Cincy. She's not coming on here to bash Trump. Why are you so paranoid?
Mr. Ware.
When it comes to Donald Trump.
The ones who come on the air have to take an anti-Trump pivot.
Oh.
Now, a lot of stuff I'm trying to clean up quickly for you, usher me off the air. This thing that Ms. Welker said about what's going on, he's never brought evidence. Mr. Ware, listen clearly so we can remember. In 2020, the gentleman who was 45 said, we don't need mail-in ballots because it's going to be the greatest amount of possibility for fraud. We know what happened. See, here's what happened. So you all can understand, the woman in New York, she ran. Letitia James ran, said, I will impeach him. Fonnie Willis said the same thing. She went to the White House and met with Biden when she said she didn't.
Well, they would have, look, he would have been found guilty in Georgia had she not had this affair with the guy. That just derailed everything. And the Republicans knew when to throw that Trump card out there at the right time, and they did it, and that was the end of all that in Georgia. So that's how he escaped
Mr.
Georgia.
It's not the end of it. Look, see, you're saying it's the end. They're pulling boxes now and checking, like he said, do the signature verification.
Well, when they do that, he says it's fraud going on because it's taking too long. So what the hell does he want done?
Mr. When he said do it after the election, what's going on in California now, we know the mail-in ballots are counted first. Pratt was ahead. They're doing, like, where are these ballots coming from? The mail-in ballots get counted first. The verification happens when you're within a recount. See,
hold on a second. Waldo, the guy you said gave wrong information. Waldo.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Lincoln, why is he allowed to call in?
Because I'm letting him call in.
Waldo,
why should I be able to call in?
Hey, hold on a second, Waldo. I'm telling you right now. I call Local 265. You're not in leadership.
I'm not who?
I say, I called Local 265. They say they don't even know you. We say we may be one, but you're not in leadership.
They don't know me as Waldo, but you call them and say Daryl Ridgeway.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
you didn't use Daryl.
Waldo is my nickname. Call him Daryl Ridgeway. I did 20 years, brother.
Okay,
I get a check every month from 265.
That's good. But what you said the other day was a disinformation. Did you?
What you said, you might have made a mistake. But what you said was they tore down the wall, and that's why the building fell.
No, sir. Hold on a second.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Lincoln.
What?
I have the tape, Mr. Ridgeway. I said it was structurally not sound. You said a load-bearing wall. I never said a load-bearing wall.
Well, if they tore down a wall and the building fell, it had to be a low-bearing wall. I mean, they took out the low-bearing wall, the building going to fail. Right. You said that's why the building fell.
Mr. Ware, Waldo, Ridgeway.
Yes, sir.
Check. Look, I got you on tape. I got me on. People know I don't lie. What you're saying now is not what I said.
What? Yeah, right.
Look at Mr. Ware.
What?
Look, I recorded his call, my call. I never mentioned a low-bearing wall. And look, Mr. Waldo.
Call back over there and ask Marshall Daryl Ridgeway. Don't say Waldo. Waldo is my nickname.
Hold on a second. Were you ever in Burton Elementary, ever in your career?
Me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because I worked for the board. We did a lot of work in Burton Elementary.
Okay. Were you there? No, wait. Were you there before the wall was taken out and after it was taken out in the
I don't know which wall you're talking about, to be honest.
See, Lincoln, he's a subject matter. Listen, he's a subject matter expert. And he has corrupted the profession.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Lincoln, thanks, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, thanks for calling. Look, he called in and checked you. You had the wrong name, but he says if a wall comes down, if you take a wall down and the building falls down, that was a load-bearing wall. Thank you very much. Let's take a break. We'll come back 12:30, The Buzz.
Cincinnati. Want to stay plugged in with 1230 The Buzz and get the inside scoop sent to your phone? From exclusive contests and cash giveaways to breaking news and can't miss events, we're keeping you connected all day long. Join the 1230 The Buzz text club right now by texting BUZZ to 23845. Get instant updates on local news, community events, special guests, hot topics, and chances to win prizes before anyone else. If it's happening in the city, you'll hear it from The Buzz first. Cash, contests, conversations, and community. All in the palm of your hand. Text BUZZ to 23845 and stay connected with the station bringing you real talk and real voices every single day. 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
This is Reality Radio. It's hard to believe that 2026 is halfway over. It's startling that 6 months have passed already. When you were 10, it seemed like your teen years would never come. By the time you're a teenager, you just can't wait for 21. However, do you remember when 30 years old seemed to come right after 23? And then 40 and 30 years felt like they were only a couple years apart. Wow. And at 40, statistics say that your life is half over if you are blessed. At 50, some of us start having pains in parts of our bodies that we didn't even know we had. Then here comes 60, and everybody is saying yes, ma'am, or no, sir to you. By your 70s, you become acutely aware that life is way too short, that time moves way too fast, and there definitely are no replays and no rewinds. So relish every second of every minute of every hour you are blessed to have, because time cannot be repeated.
This is Reality Radio with Kathy Hughes. What's your reality? What's your reality? What's your reality?
It's Black Music Month and Juneteenth is almost here. Celebrate the sounds, the stories, and the legacy of black music right here in Cincinnati at the Downtown Main Library. Come down on Wednesday, June 17th at 1 p.m. for a special Black Music Walk of Fame celebration featuring exhibit highlights, appearances by inductees, and local music influencers. Come explore Cincinnati's rich black music history up close. Enjoy music from celebrity DJ Don Juan Peugeot, and grab a limited edition poster while supplies last. Plus, sign up for your free library card and get ready for Camp Read, this year's summer reading program for kids and teens. It's all happening at the Downtown Main Library on Wednesday, June 17th at 1 p.m. Come learn more at chpl.org. chpl.org. That's chpl.org.
Summertime is here. By taking a few precautions, you and your family can stay safe all season long. Wear sunscreen with an SPF of at least 30 and reapply every 2 hours, or more often if you've been swimming or sweating. Wear lip balm with SPF, sunglasses and a hat for even more sun protection. When riding your bike, always wear a properly fitted helmet, bright clothing, reflectors and lights, especially in low light or at night. Do not walk distracted. Put away cell phones or take out earbuds so you're aware of your surroundings. Use sidewalks and marked crosswalks. Always supervise children when swimming, even those who are strong swimmers. Enroll kids in swim lessons and use a U.S. Coast Guard approved flotation device. Teach children that swimming in open water is different than swimming in a pool. Never leave a child unattended in a car. And always check the back seat when you leave the car. For more tips, visit CincinnatiChildren's.org and search for injury prevention.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 miles of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
1230 The Buzz, streaming live on your computer. Log on to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. In the studio with me, what's your number, 88?
88.
88. And Mike Martin from the Cincinnati Bengals, and now he's into the flag football. The NFL is pushing this stuff too.
It's big time now.
So they had a tournament this weekend, right?
Yeah, there was a tournament down on Bank Street.
Okay.
And it's funny. One of the guys that I coached, his little brother is running the league, and I called him. He said, "Coach, come on down, man. We'd love to have you down." And so I go down, and I'm like, "Wow, this little dude doing it on Bank Street."
Yeah,
getting it done, and it was wonderful. We're seeing the kids out there, but that's a lead into my flag league, which we're kicking off July 3rd at Taft.
Okay.
And I got a lot of former Bengal players and NFL players that's going to come help. We're doing like a little mini camp.
Okay.
They're going to come help me on the 3rd, and doing it under the lights. It's going to be, try to make it nice.
What's it going to be at Taft Stadium?
Yeah, it's going to be Taft. Yeah.
Okay.
And the games start the next week, so look forward to it.
And so a lot of girls are getting into this stuff.
Man,
these girls are playing some flag football.
Taking it over.
Yeah.
Girls are they're really doing it. They're getting scholarships at college now. They're going to have them in the Olympics.
Yeah.
It's so many things that they're trying to do with the young ladies. And that's the big thing that the NFL is being a part of this year. Making sure that they're really pushing the girls. The Bengals, I know, are very involved with making this sanction in the state of Ohio.
And even Joe Burrow was playing flag football,
yes.
And they were kind of,
Here's the thing, though. If for people that watch that game, and they were like, how did those guys beat NFL guys?
Mm-hmm.
They don't know the rules.
Right.
NFL guys don't know the rules.
Okay.
And they actually was like doing whatever they wanted to do with them. And that's why the other players, the USA team, they were like, okay, these guys supposed to be NFL players. Why are we scoring like we scoring against them?
Yeah.
Because the NFL hasn't figured it out yet.
Yeah,
they haven't figured it out yet.
So Burrow's team lost.
Yes.
They lost.
Yes.
Okay.
They got crushed. It was easy looking at it. I'm like, wait a minute. Because they just happen to be leaving people wide open. Because they don't understand the rules.
Right.
And with flag, you got to know the rules, because if you know the rules, you be one up on your opponent.
Now, to me, whenever we play flag football, you got to spin. You got to spin so they can't grab that flag.
Right.
That's the key right there.
Right. Well, it's you got to be able to move. You got to move. But I tell actually when I try to recruit young ladies, I tell them, because I don't want to play. I was like, can you run? Yeah, I'm pretty fast. You won the game already.
Mm-hmm.
If you fast, playing flag.
Oh yeah, you in there.
We got a little kid. We call him Forrest Gump. Mm-hmm. He get the ball. He put his head down. He's gone.
Run, Forrest.
Yeah, run. That's what all I say. Run, Forrest.
Unbelievable. Now, how is it too late for parents out there with kids that want to get into this flag football?
No, we just opened up. About a week or so ago, we just opened up, because we just finished in Chicago 2 weeks ago. So we just opened up the registration for Cincinnati, and it's definitely not too late. You can actually go to the Martin NFL Flag Football League, go to the website, and it'll take you right to registration. If you have questions, I think my information is on it. You can, call me or email my wife, Michelle, because she handles all that stuff.
What's the email address?
It's I always get it wrong. It's Martin NFL Flag Football @gmail.com. I hope I'm saying that right.
Okay, say it again.
Martin NFL Flag Football @gmail.com.
Okay, all right. I
always forget the football.
And so parents can get their kids involved in this. And,
get their kids involved, man. And last summer, we had a wonderful time. Mm-hmm. We had a lot of the parents, and it was mostly the grandparents coming up. Thank you so much. You don't know how great this is. The fact that you're getting these kids out the house. Mm-hmm. My grandson is off of his phone in his laptop. And they out here having a good time. And that's we want to get these kids something positive to do over the summer.
Yeah, instead of on their phone and laptops
and
the whole summer long.
We're going through age of 16 this year.
Okay.
So we normally do 14, but we have some people that said, I got a 15-year-old kid. He needs something positive to do for the summer.
Yeah.
And I told my wife, let's do up to 16.
And you got to have some skills. You got to know how to throw that.
Yes.
Quarterback, they got to know how to put that ball in there.
Yes. And I one of the things I always say that if you are trying to put together a talented team, you got to have a quarterback first.
Yeah.
If you don't have a quarterback, you don't have a chance.
Right.
Because the quarterback is the glue. Everybody else, you got people that can run and catch.
Right.
But man, if you can't get people the ball,
right,
not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
No.
Unbelievable. Now, can you run from the backfield in flag football?
The quarterback cannot run,
but he can have a running back.
You can hand it off to the running back. I know in Chicago, like if a coach couldn't make it that day, I wind up coaching, and Michelle would say, "That's not fair." Like, what you mean it's not fair? She said, "You coaching and you winning." I said, "I understand the game." I said, "I know what you need to do in order to move the ball."
Yeah.
And I don't think I've lost a game coaching, but it's some strategy to it. But it ain't complicated. I see coaches come out there with playbooks and wristbands and all kind of.
And so, and the NFL, they're doing it in the Pro Bowl game now.
Yes.
It's flag football in the Pro Bowl.
Yes, because somebody had the nerve to tell me, which I told them I didn't think that was going to happen. They told me that flag football is going to take over the NFL. I'm like, come on, man, no. I said, flag football is going to be an alternative.
Yes. People don't want the kids getting banged up against the head, concussions and all that stuff.
It's going to be alternative.
Yeah.
It's not taking over tackle football.
And if it was, and I don't think the NFL will be pushing this.
Exactly. Yeah.
They wouldn't be pushing this. So, the big tournament, July 3rd.
July 3rd is kickoff.
And so the team's already intact now. People have their teams ready to go.
No. That's another thing, which is interesting. We don't allow you to come in with a team.
Oh.
We found out that it's better for the kids to come in, be placed into our system, and we create teams.
Okay.
Because they learn more. They get an opportunity to learn more. It's less personal for the coach because now it's like I got all my guys with me and I'm going to win.
Right.
Now they're teaching.
Yes.
They're teaching more. And so I was telling some of the coaches here and they were like, yeah, man, I got 6 teams. I said, Coach, you can't bring your whole team.
Right.
And I explained it to him. I was like,
they're going to bring the team, but they're going to get spread out.
They're going to be spread out.
Yeah.
And he said, you know what? I like that. He said, I really like that. I said, because what's going to happen is your guys are going to meet some kids that they will wind up being friends with for life that they never met before. And they're going to learn stuff from other kids and they're going to learn stuff from other coaches, not just you. So when they come back to you, when you start having your teams, they're going to be so much polished, much more polished. And so they were like, wow, I never thought of that. And I said, it's a good way for you to relax a little bit and just teach. And so I talked to, a lot of coaches gave me their phone numbers and they were like, man, fill me in some more. Explain to me all what's happening with this so we can, really get our kids on board.
And it's giving these kids something to do during the summer.
Exactly.
That's the important thing.
Exactly.
They need something to do. All right, Mike Martin, it's always great. Call me when you come back.
I will,
stop
man.
back in before July 3rd is the tournament.
Yes.
That's when it starts.
I want to say thank you, man. You are always, whenever I got something going on, man, you always support me, and I appreciate it.
Anytime for number 88.
Yes.
Number 88 in your heart, number 1 on the program. Mike Martin, former Cincinnati Bengal in the house.
Taft High School. Don't forget about Taft.
Taft High School, that's right. Living in Chicago now.
Right.
The mean streets of Chicago.
Yes.
Is it tough up there in Chicago?
Oh, my goodness. Yes, it is. You know where to go and where not to go.
Okay.
Put it like that.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you this also. Chicago is one of the best cities in the world in the summertime. 7 days a week, you got something for grown folks to do.
Yeah.
I put an emphasis on grown folks. Grown folks to do. They got the beach, they got rooftops, it's so much stuff you can do in Chicago, but you got to do it in summertime because in the winter, it's brutal.
And I know they don't do much swimming at the beach, do
no,
they?
The young kids do. The young kids do.
Seems like that water would still be too cold for me.
The young kids, I don't think I've ever been in that water. Never.
Right. No. Right. All right. Well, it sounds good. Mike, let me know when you're coming back to town
for
the tournament July 3rd, and stop by and see us.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right. That's Mike Martin right here, 1230, The Buzz.
Bringing you the stories that go beyond the headlines.
The Tavis Smiley Show.
This is Tavis Smiley.
Join him every weekday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. for impactful interviews, bold discussions, and the perspectives you won't hear anywhere else.
The Tavis Smiley Show.
Weeknights, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
1230, The Buzz.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
What's good? It is Hood News. Why are you still sitting on the sidelines? Did y'all know that Tank is hiring at $24.44 an hour? Paid weekly, plus great benefits and a solid team. So go ahead, drive your career forward with Tank, and visit tankbus.org for more information and start your career today, y'all.
I never thought of myself as the type to settle down. Never knew where the team's next lunch was coming from. But then I met you, Easy Cater.
Workplaces everywhere are saying, I do want delicious food at work. And they're ordering from beloved restaurants with Easy Cater.
You were reliable. You had great options for every budget, even when marketing ops did keto again. We got through that together. With you, it's just so easy. Easy Cater, will you keep showing up at my workplace forever?
Find love at first lunch. Order at easycater.com.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it, so can you.
For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Laura, the guys really went to town on that leg of lamb.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
Something's wrong. I know you too well.
Jim's company is cutting his salary, and he may even get laid off. He doesn't think we'll be able to afford the mortgage.
Oh, Laura.
If you think you may be in danger of foreclosure, call the National Foundation for Credit Counseling at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
1230 The Buzz, WDBZ, a Radio 1 station.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. In the studio with me, none other than Shauna Murphy, the superintendent of Cincinnati Public Schools. Terrence Howard, the camera there. He forgot about the camera. Anyway, well, school is out.
School is out. Can you believe it?
I tell you, this year
Time
went by
flies.
oh, boy, these years go by
I think every
so
year
quick.
goes faster and faster.
And before you know it, we'll be in opening day, the first
exactly.
day of school.
Exactly. People say, what are you working on? Opening school.
Yeah. So what stood out about this year more than anything? I know you got some highlights. You probably got some lowlights too, but what stood out?
The highlight. Well, I always get excited, in particular out 2 times of the year. The first day of school is always amazing. Hope you'll join me this coming August again, Lincoln. And then the graduations are always so amazing. And when Mr. Wessels and I were talking, we were talking about even our adult education program had a Woodward graduate who didn't know he graduated.
Right,
and
he came there to try to find out how many credits he needed. They said, you don't need any. You've already
got your diploma. So so he was able to walk.
That was pretty good.
This spring and get his diploma and move on with his life. So very, very happy for him.
That was good. That was good. And I mean, he was shocked. Like, I thought I needed extra credit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, what about the new Montessori Training Institute?
So
what is that?
Yeah, you and your listeners may remember that last year Xavier decided to end its Montessori training program. And Cincinnati Public Schools has a lot of amazing Montessori schools. We send our teachers to their training programs, but since they closed, in addition to opening that new school at the Bramble Nature Campus this past fall, we are also launching our inaugural Montessori training for our own teachers. So that started last week out at the Bramble Nature Campus, and lots of teachers out to get trained. At no expense to them. Okay. And we're super excited about having that grow. Matter of fact, we did have maybe 3 participants there who are not Montessori teachers, but want to look to be trained. And so it's super exciting as we continue to grow out that program.
Are you still in the process of cutting the budget? Making cuts?
Yes, so that would be the low light of the year, right? All the unknowns around the finances. But yeah, we have about $50 million to cut from our budget. Is extremely painful and hard work. And you know, we have dealt with and talked about the changes at the state level for the last several years now, and the lack of the fair funding formula, and it definitely is causing a problem. I was reading an article this morning about $2.5 billion from the state of Ohio going towards vouchers, going to private and parochial schools, and that money is simply being carved away from public education.
See, if you're going to fund that, don't take it away from you to do it.
Don't take it away from public schools, because it's the law that the state figure out how to fund public education. It's not their responsibility to fund the privates and the parochials. If you choose to do that, fantastic. But at the same time, you have an obligation to the public school students in this state.
Unbelievable that's going on there. And you know, people need to get out and vote and put people in there that's going to save the public school.
Please, I will say that the legislators that we work with, Denny Isaacson, Catherine Ingram, they are Cecil Thomas, extremely supportive of Cincinnati Public Schools. They are in the minority, and we need to begin to figure out how to shift to the majority, or to get some more reasonable people who truly care about kids, all kids, to get them educated.
Now, I hear that it's tough for teenagers to find jobs nowadays.
You know, the
public
adults
schools helping anyway.
The adults are need the jobs that usually the teens have. I get messages every week. Who's hiring a 14-year-old? Who's hiring a 15-year-old? And I do know the city has some summer youth employment. I'm grateful for that. But you're seeing more and more of those dollars cut as well. I remember at Woodward, we worked very heavily with the Urban League. I do not think they have those dollars anymore. They kind of passed from one agency to another. CAA at one year had dollars for summer youth employment, but those dollars are drying up. We have to invest in our young people.
Yes.
We have some summer programming going on, essentially around third grade literacy, and then around our credit recovery, making sure we do everything we can to get kids graduated. But in terms of enrichment programs as a district, financially, we're just not able to do that this summer.
Unbelievable. That's just something. That's the times in which we live now.
Exactly right. Well, you know, we were all used to having those COVID dollars, ESSER dollars, wellness dollars. But this administration, those dollars have dried up and they've gone for other purposes.
Oh, boy. And purposes that just not going to help anybody but the rich, you know.
Hey.
What about the, what are you excited about for this upcoming school year, which will be here before you know it?
You know, we're working on our new strategic plan. So we are sunsetting in 2027 the current plan. And so this year we started working on the new plan for the next 4 years. And we're thinking about it as the life cycle of a high school student. So we're working on our graduate profile. We're working on outcomes that people are interested in. We've had a lot of community conversation working with a local consulting company, Rice Educational Consultants, as well as a more national company, Bellwether, to help us with our financial outlook as well. I hope that they can point to some things that we can do a little differently. And all of this is being paid for by Greater Cincinnati Foundation. So we're appreciative of the support there. And I'm looking forward to launching that plan this coming August, September.
Now, are you still able to feed some kids this summer?
Students are still being fed over the summer. It is very challenging. So if you go to our website and you're looking for particular places to go, you can find where there are summer meals available for young people.
Okay. How is the sleep lot going?
Oh, Lincoln. So I don't know if you say good or well, or I don't know, depending on what that means to you. But Rebecca Beach gave me some data in 1 month. 66 children. Oh, thank you. Look at this. 22 families, 66 students. And I'll tell you the stat that is most alarming to me, young people under the age of 5, 23 young people under the age of 5 in 1 month.
Wow.
In 1 month.
And they were living in cars.
They live in cars. They have to, in order to get into shelter placement, they have to be identified. And so they come to the Safe Sleep Lot first to help identify the young people. While they're at the Safe Sleep Lot in the mornings, they can shower. There are meals available to them. There is a security member there to make sure that they're taken care of. The gate is locked. It's very secure. There are books there for young people to be able to read before it gets too dark, or they can go into. I'd love to give you a tour when your time permits. But it's operating, and it's still much needed.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I was wondering what was the count, and I think I did hear from Rebecca Beach. She gave me some numbers early on, but man, it's unbelievable.
Unbelievable commentary. Lots of people working on the issue of homelessness, but our heart right now is making sure that our kids are okay.
Yeah. Now, what message would you send to families in the community about the upcoming school year and about their children? When is the report card coming out?
A report card should be out right now. You should be able to look on your child's Focus account and see how well they did for the school year. There are 2 messages I would give: enroll. That is open right now. If you come to the Education Center, you can get help with enrollment, or if you would prefer to simply go online to do that, we have a seat for you, for your child. And I stick to, we are here for kids.
Yes.
We want to be rooted and grounded in being here for kids, in our decision making, in programming that we need to set up and have in place for young people. That's our mission.
Final question. When does your report card come out?
Our final report card comes out in September, October.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Okay, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
See. Hopefully we'll see some improvement
Hopefully we will see some improvement.
All right. Well, thank
you,
you, Shauna. And
thank you.
Looking forward to the upcoming school year.
Thank you. Are you going to join me on the first day?
Okay. Do you know where we'll be yet?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
If there's someplace you would like to go, we can put that on the agenda.
I'll just follow you.
Okay. I'll let you know as soon as possible.
I'll be there. Wherever you tell me to be, I'll be there.
Definitely appreciate that. Right. And I appreciate all the community who come out to support that first day.
All right. Sounds good to me. Thank you, Shauna Murphy, Superintendent of Cincinnati Public Schools, right here on 1230 The Buzz.
Hey, y'all, what up? This your boy, Ricky Smiley. I want to drop you an invite to something a little more personal.
This is Ricky Smiley on the Spot, where legends get loud, real, and sometimes a little reckless.
Ricky Smiley on the spot. No script, no rush. Just super real conversation.
This ain't your average talk show.
Let me thank me.
Y'all want to talk about Lil Daryl? That's just a piece of it. Catch the full episode of Ricky Smiley on the spot wherever you get your podcast and on the Urban One Podcast Network at urbanonepodcast.com.
This Juneteenth, please join me, Lincoln Ware.
Can you hear me? Vernon called back and told me to tell you thanks a lot. His girlfriend yelled at him and wanted to know who was his new boo.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I knew you were going to bring trouble to that man. I knew it. When you said that, I said, oh, boy.
Oh, God.
I knew it. Man.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, boy. I did not mean to get Vernon in trouble.
Oh, and Farrell wanted to talk to...
She didn't want to hear his bull crap today. Nobody wants to talk to Pharaoh, even the guy from the Recreation Commission. Woo! Oh, boy. Unbelievable. What is Cincinnati's number one black-owned business? What is Cincinnati's number one black-owned business? She shows up once a month, just like Greg Landsman, just like the mayor. Once a month. So that homeless lot is doing pretty good, which you don't want it to be doing good, but people are going there for safety. Yeah. Why are we feeding kids over the summer? Where are the parents? Well, some parents, whether you know it or not, Tim Heidel, just can't afford it, okay? You and your party have made it difficult to survive in America. Thank you very much. And why is he still holding and she's gone? I didn't see your question, James Williams. Don't sidestep the question or block for her, Lincoln. Oh, my God. What do you think she's going to say about the school-to-prison pipeline? What do you think she would say?
Are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
You have an opinion. You've got something to say.
And that's the reason why we're here today.
1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. I couldn't get in the groove on that one right there. Put a little check mark by that song. I don't know.
You will hear what I play. It is what it is, Mr. Ware. It is what it is.
You know I'm supposed to conduct the symphony orchestra out in Woodlawn. I think it's in July. Yeah. I'm supposed to do a song when they're taking the CSO out to the community. And when they're out in Woodlawn, I am actually going to be the maestro. But I wish I'm going to try to get them to change the song that they've got for me. I don't know if that's possible, but if you come into the hood, if you come into the people, have something that people might recognize. You know what I mean?
What is the planned song?
It's Hey There.
Hey There, what?
Just Hey There. Hey There.
From who? Is it a classical song?
It's a Clooney song. What's her name? Nick Clooney's aunt.
Oh.
Rosemary Clooney.
Okay.
I don't know. I would love to do Shaft. You know.
Yeah. You know, that's a great song. Yeah. That would be a great song for an orchestra to do.
It would be. I know. So I'm going to see if I can give some input there, which probably I can't. You know, those folks they have a union, I think. They, contract, I'm surprised I'm allowed to even do it, I don't know. But I was supposed to do it a couple of years ago, and it rained right before my turn came up, and they shut the whole thing down. So I didn't get to do it, and they said, okay, we'll try it again and see what happens out in Woodline. All right, so I want all you Lincoln Heights folks and Woodline folks to come on out and see the maestro conduct the CSO. Man, that's a big deal, I'm telling you. I'll have the whole orchestra in my hands. Oh, yeah. I don't see what's so funny, Terrence Howard. I don't know why you're laughing.
I'll have to be there to see that, Mr. Ware. I think I'll be in the building. I think I'll be there.
Lincoln, they've got you conducting the song by Sweet Polly Purebred. Yeah, I know. There's no soul in it at all. I listened to the song, and I'm like, oh, my God, let me call somebody over there and see if they can do a little better with the song. I got to go to rehearsal, too. And I'll let you know. It's one morning. No, I think they moved it to the afternoon. I got to check. But I got to do a rehearsal and the whole bit. Yeah, this is real. I got to get up there. And so it's a big deal. And, boy, I went to the rehearsal last time. I was so nervous getting up there. I'm like, I see all these violins and these horns and all this stuff. And I'm like, what am I doing here? What am I doing? But it went smooth, and I did okay. I acted like I knew what I was doing. See, that's the key. Act like you know what you're doing when you really don't.
They already know how to play. They're not going to be looking at you. They already know how to play.
I told them, I said, don't look at me, please. This whole orchestra will crash if you look up at me. Don't look at me. I'll be doing my own thing. All right. But I will give you the date. I'll have the people in. They're coming in anyway from the symphony orchestra. They'll be in. They bring, they're playing for Boys to Men, too, later on this year. Yeah.
Oh, really? Huh?
Boys to Men. Yeah. So that should be good. All right. Let's move along. Let's go to Curtis. Curtis.
Mr. Ware, good morning. How you doing?
Pretty good. What's going on?
Oh, man. I called your show about 3 years ago for some help. I was staying over in CMHL apartment in Walnut Hills. I'm the guy that the guy met me down at the courthouse, and I had to come up with that. I think it was $500 by the end of the day.
Uh-huh. And what happened?
No, he took care of me, but I've since moved out of there and moved in paying market rent. I moved to Walnut, North College Hill. I've been there now about 3 years, and I was doing good, man. I was working up at the Kroger's up there, and I was walking about 5 miles, about 4 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I just since my health just kind of took a toll for the worse on me. Within the last 3 months, I've had an ablation, a heart catheter.
Dang.
I had to go back and get a gallstone to move next week, and I had to take a short-term disability out from Kroger's, and they approved me for about 2.5, 3 months, but I have yet received any compensation for that. And again, my rent is doing it. I've been paying him like 3 weeks late for the last 3 or 4 months, and he's just tired of it, man. I need to know.
Okay, so let me tell you this. Are you a veteran?
I'm not.
Okay, boy, I could have helped you out if you were a veteran.
Not a veteran.
What's the name of these companies? They have people who pay disability. Do you know the name of that company that's supposed to be paying you your short-term disability?
I do know the name of it, and I called them, and for some reason, like I said, about maybe a month ago, I received my 1 year. I received my check for my 1 year anniversary being there, but when I called the company, they said they didn't even have me in the system. They only showed me having me work like 100 and 82 hours for the whole year. And I called my union rep. He has yet to get back to me, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Man, and you've been working there how long?
April, I think April was my 1-year anniversary.
Okay, and you worked 8-hour shift or part-time?
I worked part-time for about the first 3 or 4 months, then I went to full-time.
Man, okay. Well, that's kind of crazy there. Maybe, do you have anybody down at corporate Kroger that you've ever had to interact with as far as this disability or anything?
Never have.
Boy.
Also, I got a heart monitor at home because I have a defibrillator, and I had a disconnection notice from my gas and electric, but I've since used my medical certificate, and that's giving me 30 days.
What
and
about your union?
The Paul, maybe the second, but I think sometime in February. But I went down there and spoke with the lady, and she made me an appointment. But my gallstone hurt me so bad, I missed that appointment. She told me she couldn't hold my spot. So they did pay my rent for 1 year, but she was going to pay my gas and electric. But like I said, when I missed that appointment, they kind of shut all that down. But gallstones ain't no joke, man. Sometimes you can barely get out of bed, and when you up and about, it feel like you're having a heart attack. I went to the emergency room about 5 times in 3 or 4 months. I thought I was having a heart attack. Listen, just found out they did a CAT scan on my gallstones. So I'm like, man. And my landlord, he told me, I just can't keep letting you linger in like that and pay at the last 3 weeks late and all that. So I understand it, but
so
I'm just reaching out to see if I can find some kind of help.
Has he started the eviction process?
No, he did. He said last month. He said, now if it happens next month, I'm gonna have to But so far, he haven't said anything, and I haven't paid him yet. So.
Do you know your HR department number? You can call the HR for Kroger. You got access to HR?
When I called and spoke to him, his name is Josh. When I called and spoke to him, he said he didn't handle that part of the bid, and I would have to call the other number. So I called those people, and they said, they only had me working 182 hours for a whole year, and they didn't even have they looked up my last name and social security number. We can't find you anywhere. So I'm like, I don't know how that's possible.
Oh, boy, you're not. See, somebody else is talking to me, and I'm trying to help, and he says he worked for the city, and the city don't have him working at the time he worked, or something. It's something crazy, just like yours. They don't have any record of him and all this stuff. But, oh, man, I don't. Maybe
and
some
I called
people.
my union rep, like I said, he said, he never got back with him, so I'm like.
Well, Kroger, it seems like they're giving you the runaround. And your union, they should be on top of this, too. Maybe some people out there might have some kind of suggestions on where you should go from here. But they owe you all this back pay from short-term disability, and you don't have it. And you need it right now.
Yeah.
You need it now.
Real bad.
Man, boy. If HR couldn't help you, I just don't know what to tell you, because they're the ones that get the ball rolling for all that stuff, and they say they don't have a record. Okay, your manager at the Kroger, where you've been working full-time for like 9 months or so, I guess, what is your manager saying? Did you tell your manager they don't have you listed as working and stuff like that?
He said I would have to get in touch with my union rep and let him try to deal, but like I said, the union rep haven't called me back.
Oh, boy. Well, keep calling, keep blowing his phone up. Do you know your union rep's name?
Oh, I have his card with his name. I want to say Matt. No, that's my Kroger manager name. I don't know his name, but I have his card.
Yeah, that's somewhere. The Food and Beverage Workers Union, right?
Yes.
Food and Beverage Workers Union, yeah. I used to have a contact over there, and it's been so long ago I can't even remember the guy's name. But he used to come in here every month also for the food and beverage workers. Man, oh, boy. I just don't know what to tell you. Twin can't hook you up. Let's see what people are saying. They're talking about how bad the gallstones are and how painful they are. I just wish you could have made that appointment by hook or crook. Go down in a wheelchair or something if you had to. That when you missed that appointment, that just threw everything off the rails. It seems like
everything. I was in bed in the fetal position where I could hardly move. Man, I just couldn't get out of there, man.
Is there a benefits department at Kroger? It should be.
There is, but I think it has to be for, like, if you lost a loved one or some bad. Yeah, I was reading up on that, but not for something like this.
Do you have your W-2 form from where you worked at full time? You know, from when you start working full time and you worked the 3 months part time, then you went to full time. You should have a W-2 form for that year.
I do have a W-2.
Okay. That might hang on. You got to find that. Hang on to that because that's going to help prove that you did work, even though they don't have a record of it.
Yeah.
That's going to be helpful right there. But other than that, the ball is in the union and Kroger's hands right now, and they can have you that check tomorrow if necessary if they find out what's going on. But if you knew the company of the disability, the name of the company, so
it's something like Workshire. I think I had a paper with me.
Just put him on hold. I got somebody holding that would like to get his information and get in contact with him that may be able to help him.
Okay, we got somebody for you. So Curtis, hold on. I figure we could get somebody to help you out on the Lincoln Ware Show. That's how we work it around here. Am I late for break? Let's take a break and we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
12:30 a.m. WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
Police are investigating after 3 people were shot Saturday in Avondale. The incident near Reading Road and Hutchins Avenue left 1 victim with serious injuries and 2 with injuries that are described as non-life-threatening. The shooting set off a gas leak when a stray bullet reportedly hit a gas meter in the area. At last report, repairs were underway. The search for a kayaker who went missing Thursday in Claremont County has come to an end. Authorities say 2 people were kayaking on the Ohio River near Richmond when their vessel overturned. One of those kayakers was accounted for shortly after. The body of the missing kayaker was found Sunday in the river near New Richmond. The investigation into a deadly officer-involved shooting in Westchester continues. An officer investigating screams for help coming from an apartment fatally shot a man Thursday night when the suspect was found holding a knife to the woman's throat. The suspect has since been identified as 39-year-old Lorenzo Miller. The woman was taken to the hospital for care and was treated and released. Animal cruelty charges are being filed against a Cincinnati woman. Reports say 2 dogs were found dead inside of crates in the home of Angela Dodson. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
If you need to talk about it, we're here. 1230 AM WDBZ, your talk station.
$12:30 WDBZ. Anybody in the lobby out there? Because I'm expecting some more people. We got a busy show today. I don't know. 12:30 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. Of course, coming up at 1, it's Reverend Al Sharpton. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. All right. Big game tonight. Game number 3. And will the San Antonio Spurs be able to pull it off? Will they be able to pull it off? Let's hope so. Yes. And I think they will. I think they will be able to pull it off. And because Trump is there, which is going to give the New York Knicks bad luck, the whole atmosphere is not going to be the same. They'll try to put him out of their mind and cheer on their team. But the fact that he's in the building is going to bring bad luck. You ask the what was the name of the media banquet they had there? You see what Trump being there did to their banquet. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Thank you there, Scott. Appreciate that, Scott. All right. Yeah, I mean, how do they let people fall through the cracks like that? I don't know. All right, we got our favorite neighborhood urologist Dr. Kappa from the urology group is on the air. And, of course, you know, Joe Biden had the prostate cancer, stage 4. He's right there in the White House with the best doctors in the world, and they missed it. I don't know. Dr. Kappa, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great, Lincoln. It's always a pleasure talking to you. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there. Well, yeah, how did they miss Joe Biden's prostate cancer? How did they miss that?
Yeah, I mean, this is a difficult thing. I mean, you know, the former First Lady, Jill Biden, was giving some interviews and sharing the difficult story about former President Biden being diagnosed with metastatic prostate cancer. And the question everybody's asking is, how did they miss this? Like you said it up front. You know, he has the best medical care in the world. How could they miss something like this? And, you know, it's a difficult question because in a technical sense, yeah, they did miss it. But if you look at the guidelines for prostate cancer, and Lincoln, you and I have talked about this many times, about the importance of prostate cancer screening for men, particularly high-risk men, those who have a family history, for African-American men, how important it is to get that PSA test. That's the main message. But, you know, in President Biden's case, he was 82 years old when he was diagnosed with prostate cancer in May of 2025. Fortunately, he's getting the treatment he needs. He's had radiation treatment. He completed that in October. He's likely on hormone therapy that can help slow down prostate cancer. But it's really tough because his is in the bones, and there really was a missed opportunity for a better outcome here. Yeah. And it's hard because, you know, there's been a lot of mixed messaging. You know, it wasn't that long. I remembered I was just graduating from medical school in 2012, and the United States Preventive Task Force said men shouldn't get prostate cancer screening at all. They gave it a grade D recommendation. They reversed that, fortunately, in 2018. But there's been a lot of mixed messaging, and even today's guidelines, they talk about the importance of a shared decision-making process where doctors talk to the patients, they talk about all the risks, all the benefits, but the cutoff is typically around 70, except for men who are really healthy. And, you know, this is a hard one, too, because he's the president of the United States. We got to keep him healthy. We got to keep our president healthy and making good decisions. So it's a really tough thing. I really, my heart was broken when I heard about this because, you know, some of this was potentially avoidable.
Yeah, it's like they put you out to pasture when you reach 70. You don't have to have another, what do you call it, when they check for polyps. What is that?
Oh, the colonoscopy. Yeah, colonoscopy. Yes,
you don't have to come. You don't have to take another one. And that's what they told me my last one. I think I was. It's been maybe a couple of years ago. You don't have to go back again. What? So if I get the cancer or something, I just die with it, huh? I can't get it treated or what? I won't know I have it until I'm about to die. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, and it's hard, too, because, Lincoln, we see the other side of the equation, too, right, where patients will have complications from treatments, even complications from the workup, like the biopsy. You can get an infection from a biopsy. So there are things that can happen in patients, particularly when they're older. So that's the hard part of my job, and that's the hard part for patients, too, to understand is, you know, screening is important for men. You and I, again, we've talked about it many times. 1 in 8 men are diagnosed with prostate cancer in their life. It is a critically important thing to get checked for, especially those high-risk men, even starting at age 40 to 45. If you've had a family history, if you're an African-American man, you got to get checked. Yeah. And it's a simple blood. We talked about this, a simple blood test. But, yeah, your point, I heard what you said there, is getting put out to pasture. I mean, we don't want anyone to feel that way. And so, you know, if you're 7 years old and you're president of the United States, or you're running Ironman triathlons, I mean, you're in a different health situation than someone who, you know, has really serious health issues and, you know, is in a wheelchair and really doesn't have a long time to live. And so we individualize those decisions. And, you know, if you're really vital and still doing radio like you are, Lincoln, you know, we will adjust some of these screening recommendations for those men.
Okay. All right. What about, I'm you know, still hearing all these testosterone commercials. Is there age limits to when you should get testosterone?
No, I don't think so. It's, you know, this is I love this conversation too, because it's about men's health and having the energy and the vitality to do the things that you want to do. If you love hiking and going outside, spend time with your family. We see it all the time in the clinic where men come in, they're like, I don't feel right. My sexual life is dead. I don't have the energy to do the things I used to do, and they may have low testosterone. So the process is there's no age limit. You know, it just depends on your state of health. Yeah. You know, we talk about the risk of that, but if your testosterone is low, you may benefit from replacement. But I tell guys, too, other good ways to get a high testosterone are the ones that are simple and obvious. Getting a good night's rest, exercising, particularly strength training, good nutrition. So it's a comprehensive approach. But no, I don't think you're ever too old to have that conversation with your doctor.
Yeah.
If you're still interested in having a sex life, if you're interested in doing the things that you love to do, the hobbies, and you're just not feeling right, your energy's really low, you should definitely get that checked.
All right. Now, I've got a caller who he's in this religion, the Hebrew Israelites, and I guess it's circumcision is part of being there, their religion. But this guy, he got in late, and he's 70 years old. At 70 years old, he got a circumcision. Was that very wise at 70 years old, circumcision?
Well, I'll tell you, they're a lot harder when you're older than they are when you're younger.
Yes,
No, I mean, that's a personal decision, obviously, for religious reasons, and I respect that. We have some men who come in that situation. But we also have some men who have some really bad urinary symptoms and pain and infections that they may benefit from a circumcision. But I don't know, your caller can share his experience. It's a hard thing to go through when you're older. But we do it on men for all sorts of reasons.
I'm saying, I don't care what the religion is. At 70 years old, I would not get circumcised at 70. I'm glad I had it done when I was an infant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a tough sell. I tell a guy, I've got some Viagra for you. We're going to get your erections better. I've got testosterone. You're going to feel a lot better. I want to do a circumcision. It's a lot harder to convince a guy to do that. There's no doubt.
All right, but the key word is for everybody to get tested for prostate, the PSA. Yeah, that's the main thing. Get that PSA. And here they're not even doing the digital rectal thing anymore, are they? Is that a part of the whole process? Are they letting the PSA be the key to everything?
Well, that's a great question. There's a lot of tools that we have. The blood test is the primary one. I still think the physical exam can have a role, but I don't want to, we've talked about this, we don't want to scare your listeners off from coming in to see us. So it can be part of the evaluation, but we focus on the blood test, and from there we have an MRI. We can take a picture of the prostate and look at it. We have really good imaging tools. We have other types of tools that allow us to better understand your risk. And then we can make that decision together about a biopsy. And we've got really good biopsy techniques that have very low complications, low infection rates with the right antibiotics and the right approach. So, no, I would say, the blood test is the main thing. And 1 in 8 men can get prostate cancer in their life. When you turn 40, 45, especially if you're in those higher risk groups, family history, African-American men, you should get your PSA checked, have that conversation with your doctor. All men between the ages of 50 and 70 should get checked. It's an important thing, and we unfortunately, a little different situation with President Biden, but we got to see an unfortunate case of metastatic disease where prostate cancer spread to his bones, and he's going through a really hard time with a lot of fatigue and a difficult time with treatment from Jill Biden's recent interviews.
Wow. Tell me this. What was I getting ready to ask you? Man, anyway, I'll go to Mike McCoy, and I'll think of it in a second. Mike, you have a question for Dr. Kappa.
Yes, Dr. Kappa. My question is, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. I had my PSA levels was around.
Hold on, Mike McCoy. Hold on. I accidentally cut Dr. Kappa off. Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. I didn't tell you that. Dr. Kappa, you back?
Oh, I'm back. Yeah, I think you cut me off there. But I'm here.
I cut you. Okay, go ahead. Here's the question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Doctor. I am 72 years old, and I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and I was getting my blood levels checked every year, and it was around 0.3, but then all of a sudden I went the last time, it was around 7-something. So they wanted me to get checked out and find out why my levels was going up, so they found out it's prostate cancer, and that's one of the slow-growing cancer it is for men. And I was told that every man, 98% of us will get prostate cancer, and a lot of people die from it and not knowing that they died from prostate cancer. So they had me on this medicine, and I can't really pronounce the word correctly, and it is Orgovix.
Orgovix, yeah.
Yes, and this medicine, it makes you have hot flashes, you're urinating all the time, and that's some of the side effects from it. So my question is, with the radiation treatment I had, I just completed my radiation treatment. So I'm wondering now what my next step is. I see my doctor in a couple of weeks. And my thing is, if I could get off of this medicine and stop having these hot flashes, but they said I need to take it for my hormones and that sort of thing. So my thing is, I'm 72 once again, and you were saying that mostly they're not going to start checking in around that age, which I think if it wasn't caught early for me at 72, you know, a lot of people out there are not even going to the doctor. So what are your thoughts about the medicines that I'm taking, and what is the outcome? Maybe I know you can't read the future in the tea leaves, but, you know, what do you suggest on, I know my diet is really well, but what do you suggest now once I go see my urologist and some of the questions I should ask him?
Okay, hang up and listen to the answer. Thanks for your call. Oh, dang, did I cut him off again? Oh, man. I tell you, I cut him off again. You back, Dr. Cap? I keep cutting you off. Okay.
Yeah, I'm back. I got that. Well, your listener, I appreciate him sharing that story. That's a really important story, and I'm glad he's doing okay. He's having some of the side effects of the hormone therapy. We'll talk about that in a second, but his story is one that shows the importance of getting those regular checks, right? His PSA was 0.3, and then it jumped to 7, right? And so I'm glad he got diagnosed, and it sounds like he got definitive radiation treatment also combined with the hormone therapy, which is what he's taken. Now, I don't know all the details, so I defer to his doctor, but we typically do the hormone treatment for a limited time, and then we just monitor the PSA after that. So some of those symptoms he's having, like the hot flashes, it's like male menopause, actually, for men who have higher risk disease. We do start that sometimes, and I imagine President Biden is actually on that same treatment. But those symptoms get better once you stop the drug, and I would just tell the listener, you know, ask his doctor, you know, when can he stop it? Sometimes we continue those for years, actually, but ask when he can stop it. I love what he said about the diet, good nutrition, right? So he's doing the things that are really important to help him stay healthy. And for cancer patients and cancer survivors, the nutrition's really important. So I would say continue the focus on that. And, you know, you got to balance the symptoms you're having. He mentioned some urinary symptoms maybe. That's another problem that can be addressed with other types of medicines and even procedures. So there's a lot there, and it's hard for me to give a firm recommendation, but he's asking all the right questions. I'm really glad he was diagnosed. And the last thing is he mentioned, you know, 90+% of people will get diagnosed. You know, some of those studies come from autopsy studies where they looked at men who were in their 90s and they found prostate cancer. They died with it, but not from it. And so that is actually pretty common. Yeah. What we're trying to do is find men like President Biden, you know, who will develop high-risk disease, aggressive disease, and prevent that from happening. When you do treatment early localized treatment, the outcomes of 5-year survival is more than 90%.
All right.
So men can do really well when they find it early.
Let me take a quick break, and we'll come back and wrap things up, Dr. Kappa. Can you hold on?
Sounds good.
All right, hold on, and we'll put him on hold, and we'll take a quick break. We'll come back and answer a few questions. People have more questions for Dr. Kappa from the Urology Group right here, 1230, The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Trip Fontaine, and this is the
Elijah is on.
As soon as I heard his voice, I started cracking up.
What question is Elijah going to ask?
Oh, boy.
Dr. Kappa said that would be a hard sell, trying to get somebody to get circumcised at 70.
He couldn't stay serious. Even he couldn't stay serious for that question. He made me laugh when he started laughing.
Oh my God! What idiot would be taking getting circumcised at 70? That's what he wanted to say. What idiot did that?
Yeah, Tierra Powell's out there.
Y'all might as well come on in and get ready. What's up? What's up? How you doing? I Last time I saw you, we was both putting gas in our car.
Expensive gas.
I know it. And even at Kroger, it was expensive. Yeah, pretty good, man. Okay. Yeah, hanging in there. Hanging in.
Look at that uncle.
Yeah.
Adults, people with disabilities, and caregivers in our community. When you need help for yourself or an older loved one, contact Council on Aging for unbiased advice, information, and connection to community resources. Details at 513-721-1025 or online at help4seniors.org. That's help4seniors.org.
Cincinnati, get ready to laugh. And the best part, it won't cost you a thing. LifeBridge Mentorship in partnership with Primary Care Solutions presents Comedy Night, a free night of nonstop laughs, featuring comedy superstar Marcus D. Wiley, comedian Deborah Ruff, and comedian Stefan. Marcus D. Wiley is bringing his A game to Cincinnati, and you do not want to miss it. The fun goes down Thursday, June 25th at Word of Deliverance Ministries for the World, located at 693 Fresno Road in Forest Park, Ohio. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. and the show runs from 7 to 9 p.m. This is a free event. No tickets, no cost, just a great night out with great comedy and great people. Bring the family, bring your friends, and come ready to laugh. Thursday, June 25th. Doors open at 6:30. Comedy night presented by LifeBridge Mentorship. For more information, visit lifebridgementorship.org or call Troy Lindsay, 614-657-2390. Free entry, free laughs, one unforgettable night.
When it comes to prescription medications, it's essential to apply safe practices to protect your health and safety. To avoid misuse and abuse, never share or borrow medication. Keep your prescriptions out of the wrong hands by storing them in a lockbox and disposing of medication properly. Finally, understand your prescription information. Don't be afraid to ask your pharmacist and doctor for help. And if buying prescriptions online, be sure to use VIPS accredited pharmacies. Learn more at awarerx.org, a public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy Foundation.
Wake up every weekday morning with Get Up Mornings with me, Erica Campbell, from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1230 The Buzz.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati. We got a couple of more minutes here with Dr. Kappa. And got a few questions, Dr. Kappa. So we'll get through those questions and then we'll let you go.
Yes,
I know
sir.
you're a busy man. You're a busy man.
No, I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here.
All right. Well, now we're going to go to the guy, the 70-year-old guy who got the circumcision, and I guess he wants to ask you some questions. Okay.
Yeah.
Elijah, here is Dr. Kappa.
Dr. Kappa, good afternoon. Good day to you.
Yes, good day to you. Thank you for calling and sharing your story. Appreciate it.
Well, I haven't shared it yet. You got a copy of it. But short and sweet, do you believe that a person should follow the Creator first or the doctor first? Which one would have the most reliable knowledge?
You said the Creator first or the doctor first?
That's what he said. His Creator is sort of like his God, okay?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, here's the thing I would say to
your God. I don't call my God a god or a dog, but the Most High. I'm saying who should be listened to first?
We get it. Who should you listen to? Okay, Dr. Kappa.
Well, I'm a man of faith, and I respect the question a lot. And I always tell patients we want to respect their religious desires and their views, and incorporate that into their health care. And so I would say to the caller who's sharing his story that absolutely we work with that. We deal with the medical diagnosis and the challenges that we have, but we respect very much people's personal religious views, and we incorporate that into your care. Absolutely.
One more thing,
a good doctor is going to personalize the care to that patient.
Yeah, right. But let me say this, though. Hold on, Elijah. Hold on, Elijah. If a 70-year-old man came to you, he didn't have any infections or anything, he was just doing well, he just wasn't circumcised, would you recommend that he get circumcised?
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. I would say we typically do circumcisions later in life for infections or scar tissue. So it's not the typical approach, but that's a highly individual conversation with that patient, and I would welcome it in the privacy of that patient-doctor relationship.
But one more question.
Quickly.
More than being highly individualized, if it's a true account that the creator of all of this told a certain people through Abraham in particular.
Oh boy, I got to go. I got to go, Eli. Starting to get into the religion part of it now. We don't have that much time. Jeffrey, you have a question for Dr. Kappa?
Yeah, Lincoln, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so Dr. Kappa, can penile implant prosthesis cause the patient to lose length and girth?
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a loaded question there. Well, so the first thing, just to inform all the listeners, when we're dealing with erectile dysfunction, we have stages of treatment. So first are typically the pills that you've seen in the ads on TV, and then we have injections. We have shots that we can give men. And then for men who have prostate cancer, for example, and have trouble with erections or diabetes or other reasons where erections are really a challenge, we offer penile prosthesis surgery. Now, the question about length and complications from that is really specific to each patient. What happens, and I don't typically do this surgery, but we make sure that the cylinders as part of that are carefully measured and support the patient's penis as best it can. It's a really complicated discussion, but I would say what we do the best we can to achieve a desirable and pleasurable sexual experience for men with that surgery, to get them back to their normal after prostate cancer. That's when we see it a lot, is men have prostate cancer, they suffer from that. We want to try to get them back to a normal, healthy sex life. So, yeah, it's a really good question, and I would tell men, don't be afraid to have those difficult conversations with your doctor, because we can do a lot to support men in their sexual health.
Thank you.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here, Mr. Ware.
Okay.
I heard what he said. He was great at getting around the question, but I don't. I just needed to know that, because I'm getting older and I have a lot of issues, and if that type of surgery would cause me to lose girth and length, because I would not want to do that if I did.
Well, I don't think that it would. I don't know. They're going to measure you whatever size you are now. They're not going to cut any of it off.
Oh yeah, no, to Lincoln's point, we don't cut anything off. You keep what you have. But no, it's an important question. Most men who get that surgery, to the listener, are very happy with the outcome. They're very happy that they did it. So if men are struggling with sexual health, definitely have that conversation with one of us.
All right. Hey, thanks for your call. That would be my last resort to get that done. That just seems so painful. Jeez. All right.
Understood. It's a lot. I'm sure your listeners are their jaws might have hit the floor in that part of the discussion.
All right. We've got one last call, and it's from a female. How about that? Joan, you have a question for Dr. Kappa.
Yes. And reason why I called in is because I know this conversation mainly for men, but a reason why I called, because I'm very involved in my husband's health, and he's I always make sure he goes to the doctor every year and get his
Great.
For PSA. All right, and my husband's PSA levels fluctuate; they go up and down, up and down. At one point, it went to 23. All right, and talking to the doctor, he wanted him to go and get an MRI, and that came back normal and everything. Now, my question is, you say it's very important to get the PSA, which is, and I agree, but why is it that my husband fluctuates like that, and my doctor physically checking as well, and he said nothing changes, and my husband has been experiencing this, his levels up and down for a long time, over 15 years or more, all right? And he does not have cancer. He does have an enlarged prostate, but he does not have cancer. He does not take any kind of medicine or anything. So I want to know, is that what he's experienced is normal? Do we need to go get another urologist?
Okay, let me say something before you answer, Dr. Kappa.
Yes, sir.
Now,
go ahead, Lincoln. Go ahead.
I heard that if you have sex before you get your PSA done, it's going to show up higher. Is that true? I heard that from somebody.
Yes. So, it's a very important question. I really appreciate the listener calling in and sharing her story, because there are things that can raise the PSA. You mentioned one, ejaculation. There's also infections that can increase the PSA. There's also an enlarged prostate. I heard that shared. So if you have a really big prostate, your PSA can be high. But the most important thing is to make sure you don't have cancer if you have a high PSA. And I know there's a lot of detail there. I don't know the whole story, so it's hard for me to comment and recommend what to do next. But I would say there's a lot of reasons you can have a higher PSA, but definitely keep getting checked. You can get those extra tests like an MRI and ultimately a biopsy to make sure you don't have cancer. But we do have some patients who have high PSAs because their prostates, the size of a grapefruit. It could be really big prostate. And so there are reasons to have a high PSA like that do not involve cancer.
Okay, can I interject?
Quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
Because my husband has always gotten his PSA. He's had MRIs. He's got biopsy. He was getting them like every year, because his levels was high. And at one point I asked primary, should he continue to get them? And he said no. But we still was getting the biopsy, that is, all right, but not the PSA. Yeah. So, I don't know. All I know, he constantly goes to the doctor to make sure his PSAs, what they are, and also get checked by his urologist, physician, and he doesn't have cancer.
No, I think you're doing everything right. You're getting checked. You're getting the MRI. He's had biopsies to rule out prostate cancer. So, again, without knowing all the details, I think you're being very proactive about your health. And, that's one thing I would encourage everybody is have the conversation with your significant other, with your wife. You're being you're advocating for your husband, getting him checked. So, I think this is actually a really good example of how things can work the right way. And I'm really glad your husband doesn't have prostate cancer. That's a great thing.
All right, Dr. Kappa, it's always great having you on. We appreciate it, and I look forward to the next time.
Lincoln, thank you. You're doing such great things for the Cincinnati community, being a voice for these important cancer screening discussions. I love coming on. I appreciate what you're doing for our community. Thank you so much.
All right, we'll talk to you later. All right, that's Dr. Kappa, and we're going from penises to housing. So we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back 12:30, The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand.
On demand.
That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show when you want.
Oh, I like that.
Get all the news and info, world events, entertainment, sports, and everything happening in and around Cincinnati and the tri-state.
On demand.
The Lincoln Ware Podcast.
Go get it right now.
Wherever you get your podcasts. Or go to thebuzzcincy.com and click on Lincoln Ware Rewind.
Hey, Reds fans. Barry Larkin here. Proud Red and Hall of Famer. I've been in moments where one call changed everything. Safe, out, strike three. In baseball, the call can decide the game. In life, sometimes a call can mean everything. For one family, it can provide an opportunity for legacy. For another, it can bring hope, the chance for more time, more memories, more life. Organ, tissue, and eye donation happens only in rare medical circumstances. But understanding it helps families make informed decisions with clarity and compassion. That's why I stand with Network for Hope. I am a voice of hope. Hope is on the line. To learn more and register, go to networkforhope.org. Will you answer the call?
This is Dr. Taylor Porter from Idea Public Schools, father of 4, educator of thousands, and professional kid success obsessor. Listen, every parent wants more for their child. More opportunity, more support, more than, meh, school is fine. At Idea, we don't do fine. Your child joins a crew, a hype squad of teachers and teammates who refuse to let them fade into the background. No back row, no coasting, just confidence, connection, and big results. Like this, nearly 100% graduation every single year. Call 513-991-7445 to apply today. Idea Public Schools. We are crew, not passengers.
Spots are filling fast. Don't miss your chance to enroll today. Call Idea now at 513-991-7445 to speak with the team and secure your student seat. That's 513-991-7445. 888-866-7445. Or for quick, easy access, apply online anytime at ideapublicschools.org. That's ideapublicschools.org. A brighter future starts here. Apply today before seats are gone.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. A-rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-685-5688. 800-685-5688. 800-685-5688.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com. Carpal tunnel syndrome. Heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at Amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM. 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. In the studio with me, Dr. Kareem Moffitt, and Derek Dansby. I got it right this time. I didn't say Derek Dansby. Derek Dansby.
Yes.
And let's talk about Own Cincy and from classrooms to keys. Tell us what's going on with that this Saturday, by the way.
This Saturday, 9 a.m., Hamilton County ERC. You can go to our website, owncincy.org, to register. Own Cincy has really evolved this year. We are working to try to help those folks who are helping make our community better. So our educators, our police, fire, and first responders, our healthcare workers. There's a grant that the Ohio Housing Finance Agency has specifically for folks who are in those areas, and we are targeting folks in those areas to try to help them get into home ownership. But we're kicking off this Saturday working directly with our educators. So when we had this idea, I said, hey, Dr. Kareem, I would love to team up with you to do this to make sure we get the word out for our educators. So, yes, we want all of our educators to come out and learn how to become a homeowner, help with critical repairs. They need help with equity loans to help make home improvements. That's also wonderful, as well as helping them prepare for retirement.
Okay. I mean, it's out now. Dr. Kareem Moffitt, how did you get involved in this?
Well, education is kind of my sweet spot, and I really, really, really want to pour into all of our educators. But let me be clear. This is not just a Cincinnati Public thing. This is not just for teachers.
Mm-hmm.
This is for our preschool teachers, our homeschool, college professors, private school, public schools. If you are in the education field in any capacity, we want you in the space so that you can learn how to build wealth and purchase your home.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, the teachers don't make this enormous amount of money, teaching. So it's going to take some real skill to navigate all this.
A lot of it is about awareness. There are programs out there. There are grants out there. You just have to know where to go. We have to know who you are, and then we've got you. So come on out. Get this information.
So educators, teachers, preschool, all involved in education. You want them out there this Saturday. Where is it located?
This is at the Hamilton County Education Service Center, which is on Hamilton Avenue, way up in, I guess, would you consider that Mount Healthy?
Yeah, kind of Mount Healthy, Forest Park, right there near the intersection of 275 and Hamilton.
Okay, that's 11083 Hamilton Avenue.
Yep. Yep, and you know, and one of the things that we're working with, you know, Dr. Kareem is now a realtor like myself, so we kind of thought that this would be a great idea for us to help educate our educators. But OFA has a $5,000 grant that is available. If you are a teacher, you can get a $5,000 grant for this program, and there's a low interest loan for your mortgage that kind of comes with that.
Really?
So we're really trying to take advantage of this, because if there's anyone that should be a homeowner, it's our educators, our teachers. They're helping, you know, raise our next generation. So they should become homeowners as well.
Yeah.
And I really do want to emphasize this. If you're a teacher, this is for you. But if you're a counselor, if you are a para, if you are in the education field, if you work at a school, facilities, whatever, we want you to know about what's available. A lot of times, people are ready. They just don't think they're ready. They don't know that their credit score is fine.
Just like the guy thought he had to get some more, or was going to try to get his GED to get his credits to graduate. He showed up at the school and he had enough already, and they gave him his diploma.
Yes, it's about coming out and finding out where you are, so we can start the process to get you into a space. The first part is awareness. This is that. This is for you to come out in a safe space, get some information. Let's mark the sand, and then build from there.
All right, sounds good. Give us the dates again.
It's this Saturday, June 13th. From 8:30 to 4 p.m. You can go to our website, owncincy.org, and register today. Just click the button on the ad, and you'll see it, and we will love to have you there that day.
And it is free, so we need to make sure we say it is free. You get a little light breakfast, but you get a kick-tail lunch, and you're going to get to meet some great speakers.
And they've got the bankers that'll be there too, won't they?
Yeah, we'll have lenders that'll be there. We'll have some other folks that'll be there to help you with your retirement planning as well. And we're excited. We're ready to go. And as we continue to move and evolve, Own Cincy from an event to a program, we're excited to have folks like Dr. Kareem and others on board to help support us.
All right, thank you both for joining me. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Lincoln.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back with more in a moment. 12:30, The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships? Look no further than Dear Future Wifey. Whether you're single or in a relationship, this podcast is a perfect place to engage in thoughtful discussions about relationships. Join us on a journey of exploration and recovery as we explore the world of love and discover the secrets to successful relationships. Tune in every week for new episodes on the Urban One Podcast Network. Go to urbanonepodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, Cincinnati. Labor's Local 265 would like you to join us on Saturday, June 13th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for our car show at 3457 Montgomery Road in Evanston. Bring the family to this free event to view classic cars, motorcycles, and support our food trucks and vendors. We'll also have Split the Pot, cornhole, and kids activities. We're still looking for cars and vendor participants. Only a $20 registration fee. That's Saturday, June 13th at Local 265, 3457 Montgomery Road in Evanston. For more information, call Marshall at 513-221-5260 or stop by our office.
It's Black Music Month, and Juneteenth is almost here. Celebrate the sounds, the stories, and the legacy of black music right here in Cincinnati at the Downtown Main Library. Come down on Wednesday, June 17th at 1 p.m. for a special Black Music Walk of Fame celebration featuring exhibit highlights, appearances by inductees, and local music influencers. Come explore Cincinnati's rich black music history up close. Enjoy music from celebrity DJ Don Juan for show, and grab a limited edition poster while supplies last. Plus, sign up for your free library card and get ready for Camp Read, this year's summer reading program for kids and teens. It's all happening at the Downtown Main Library on Wednesday, June 17th at 1 p.m. Come learn more at chpl.org. chpl.org. That's chpl.org.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour, and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
Get everything you need for your next project at Menard.
results. Elevate your home with new flooring from Shaw. Durable, waterproof vinyl plank offers superior performance for active lifestyles. Luxurious carpet provides warm, soft, underfoot comfort. Shaw has the perfect floor you need for your home. Shop our great selection of Shaw flooring in-store and check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, are you looking for a school where your child will belong? Laughlin Local Schools are now enrolling tuition-free for grades K through 12. Laughlin Schools have been awarded the Momentum Award by the Ohio Department of Education for tremendous growth and achievement on the 2025 state report card. Laughlin Local Schools are in the top 1% of all districts in Ohio when it comes to growing kids faster than nearly every other district in Ohio. Results like these are not common. This is a great opportunity to join the Laughlin Schools family. Laughlin Schools features small-size classes, individualized attention, and a future-ready focus with student wellness at the heart of the Laughlin culture. And brand new this year, as Laughlin continues to grow, a $40 million fully renovated preschool through 12th grade main campus and athletic stadium. Call 513-563-5000 to learn more about all Laughlin has to offer. That's 563-5000 or visit laughlinschools.org.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download the Buzz app for your smartphone today. For details, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. And now in the studio with me, JMLK, Jan Michelle Lemon Kearney,
Hey,
Tierra
Lincoln.
Powell. I just saw you Saturday at the walk.
Thank you
How
for
about
doing that, by the way.
Well,
No,
thank you both
the
for
fact
coming.
That, you and Sharon do that every Saturday at 8 o'clock, Winton Woods. Everybody needs to come out. You have hundreds of people out there walking.
26 years we've been doing this.
That's fantastic.
That's a long time.
That is
That's a
really
long time.
excellent. Yeah.
That's a long time. Okay, what Cincy on Cincy? You guys already?
Yeah, we
what's
came
going on?
to we came to supplement what they said. So this weekend, like they talked about, is one of the events that came out of the own Cincy event. But we just want to make sure that people are registering for the big event that is on Saturday, June 27th. They can still go register at owncincy.org. We have a bunch of different tracks. We still are going to have some things for the youth there as well, so they can bring the kids. They can register. They can also sign up for free child care on the website as well. And I want to emphasize, if you know that you need the child care, please register online, because once those folks get in first, and it's first come, first serve.
Mhm.
The first year we had people show up and we were already at capacity. So we want to make sure if you're bringing kids that you sign up for the child care. It's a great event. We'll be here dropping the celebrity guest.
Oh,
soon.
yeah. When is that? When you going to let us know who the celebrity
The
guest will
21st,
be?
that Monday, Lincoln. I'm going to get with you to make sure
Okay.
we do it here.
Okay.
And so I'll let
Can you give us a hint? Can you give us a hint?
They're black.
Okay. All right. Unbelievable.
Hey,
All
and
right.
like I love that we have celebrity guests. Like Mike Epps was so great when he came. I mean,
Yeah.
he bought his he bought his whole neighborhood. Every place he had been evicted from, he bought that house. I mean, he made big change. But don't just come for the celebrity. Come for yourself, because this is how we build wealth in the black community. You come, you own a home, you build equity in that home. Now you've got money. You can send your kids to college. You can start a business. You can buy a car. You can go on vacation. You're building something for yourself, and you have an asset to pass down to your children and your children's children.
Yes.
This is what we've been left out of because of government policies that have been racist and have redlined our neighborhoods. The GI Bill, that was in the 1930s when the redlining started, saying don't loan to people who live in these neighborhoods, black and brown and low income neighborhoods. White people too in low income neighborhoods, they got redlined. And then in the 1940s with the GI Bill, the guy who was in charge of that was a senator from Mississippi, a segregationist, and he's like, okay, we're going to have these no interest mortgage loans for our white GIs, but the veterans, the black veterans, over 2 million of them coming back from World War II. He's like, no, not for them. We're going to put them in rental housing. And so we got left out of generations and generations of building wealth. That's how a lot of people owning a home, real estate, it's how a lot of people climb into the middle class and start making progress financially, economically for their families. We've been left out of that. So come for the celebrity, that's fine, but don't just come for the celebrity.
Yeah.
Come for yourself and your family, for your children, so that you can build wealth.
And I think the biggest thing that we want to emphasize is that we're trying to break down the barriers. So, of course, I got on my Habitat shirt. So Habitat, LISC, WIN, all of the nonprofits, we're bringing the resources to one place so you don't have to call 3 or 4 different organizations. We're bringing them all to one place. And then I'll also say that we know how important owning property is, because I'm not going to give any hints, but I'll give you a list real quick of some folks that are currently doing real estate. Rappers, T.I., Waka Flocka Flame, Killer Mike, all of those folks, Mike Epps, are all doing real estate, so you know that it's important. Okay. And I know that Darika's trying to tell us, but we got to make sure we talk about the critical home repairs. Habitat does that, and so I'll let the Vice Mayor expand out on that a little bit.
Oh, home repair. All right, that's very good. Okay.
And that's important, too. I mean,
that's
home
so
repair.
important. Yeah.
People can't afford home repair now.
Right, that's right. And the city will be there, too, in the county. But, the city has money. If you have a code violation, it's called the Harbor Fund. The city has money to help you do that. We also have emergency home repair funds in the city, so that if you have some emergency, even if you don't have a code violation, there's money for that. Because once you get a home, we want you to keep it.
Yes.
And so we're going to talk about things like reparations in City Hall, because we also want people to know that, we've got to make up for some of these policies in the past that have kept our community back. And so we're talking about things like property tax help, which, our office did last year. We need to do it again. Home repairs, not even emergency home repairs, but just home repairs that you need. How to get more help with down payment assistance, 1 for homes and 2 just for real estate. You might own a business, and maybe you can buy the entire building, and now you have revenue coming. So there's a lot, and at Own Cincy, we're going to talk about a lot of those things, how to build wealth, how to invest, things that, Mike Ely is amazing. He gave a presentation last year, and I learned a lot from him. But, just about how do you invest, how do you grow wealth? And so knowledge is power. So come for that. We've got free breakfast. Yeah, we've got free lunch. Yeah, we've got celebrities. We've got free child care. We have a special section for youth. But come for all of these fantastic workshops so you can know how to build wealth for your family, because we have a high poverty rate in Cincinnati. We've got to get on top of that, and this is one way of doing it.
All right, give the date and time again.
One more thing, Lincoln, real quick. I'm going to give the date and time. It's Saturday, June 27th. They can register at owncincy.org. Another big piece that we'll be talking about are the wills and trust. That's a big thing in the community where people don't know how to pass their properties on, and we know people get their titles tangled all the time. So we also will have a track about that.
Yeah, I got Liz Keating. Liz Ty.
Liz Ty.
Liz Ty.
She's coming in here to talk about that
good.
Monday
She's
next
wonderful.
week. Yeah, she's running
fantastic.
for probate court. Running for probate court.
Yeah,
so
Liz Ty is amazing.
Definitely. All right. So, don't you have the budget meeting today?
We have it at 1:00 in just a few minutes. Everybody's gonna talk about what they want to see in the budget. They didn't leave us a lot of money left on city for city council to really allocate, but we'll talk about that. Everybody's going to talk about what they want, and
what do you think that?
And next week we'll vote on it.
That what is out there at Coney Island?
It went from Farmer Music Center.
It went from $8 million to $2 million, and what was?
Yeah, that was unfortunate that that we even talked about that early, because that should be talking about with the budget. The mayor has a good plan of seeing how they can guarantee us so much money every year, and he's talking about $2 million. So we're still taking a look at that, but he's saying for $2 million they can guarantee us over $1 million every year.
Okay,
you've got that money back. The point is, we need money now for other things. Like we need money for someone just mentioned affordable housing. We need money for our businesses. So a lot of our businesses are really struggling in our different business districts. So we need funding for lots of things. And the Farmer Music Center, they actually have money. Mimi and the CSO love both of them, but they've got big money. So we need to look at where we really are struggling.
All right. Thank you both for joining me this afternoon. Appreciate
you for
it.
having us.
All right. And thank you to Dr. Kareem Moffitt and Derek Dansby for stopping by also.
Thanks for having us, Lincoln. We'll see you Saturday morning.
Anytime.
It's 8
All
o'clock.
right. 12:30, The Buzz.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station.
Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com.
We are 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
And do not necessarily represent those of Radio One Incorporated, our affiliates, our subsidiaries, or our advertisers. Keeping it real.
I believe it's also important for the world to keep their eye on Israel's new prime minister, because there was a lot of protests going on against him because he was taking away a lot of the democratic rights in Israel.
Be a part of the conversation. Have your say.
They don't want a two-state solution. They want to see Israel totally destroyed. Israel is controlling everything about the Palestinians. Their resources, their food, their water, and life. Well, you're giving them no choice.
Just keep it real.
This thing with Israel is so dangerous, it's almost like that of World War III, if we're not careful.
Live from the National Action Network corporate headquarters in New York.
There's no side that can justify, to me, killing innocent people.
Absolutely nothing.
Keeping it real. It's Hot Button Monday with the world's civil rights leader, the Reverend Al Sharpton.
As Sister Francis used to say, wall, wall. We going to wall. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What a day. What a day. We finally got the answers to Elias' circumcision. If you don't have any infections or any scar tissue, there was no reason to get a circumcision. All right. All right, folks, I got places to go, people to see, things to do. What? Local 12 reporter to leave the station after 3 years. Who could that be? Who could that be? Woo! White Lion, as much as you comment in Lincoln's chat, it doesn't seem like you're employed at all. That's true. What do you mean I don't have any love for the YouTube chat? I got all the love in the world. Judge in Texas says UC Bearcats former quarterback can play next season, but must sit out the first 2 games. Okay. So he's going to be able to get that $4 million they were going to pay him to play. Tierra said, y'all clowning in this chat. I can't right now. I don't know. Who's the cutie melanated lady on Channel 9 News at 11 p.m.? Only one I can think of is maybe, is she the anchor? Joe Dieter's wife is the anchor. Yeah, if he was black, he would have been shut down. That's for sure. I missed JMLK at the walk, but I saw Commissioner Reese. Yes, she was there. She was there. Oh, she was black? Okay, I don't know who you were talking about. You said melanated skin. Oh, okay. Non-melanated. What am I thinking? Oh, boy. I have to check and see. I got to get with the other TV shows to come in here. I guess Ashley Kirkland will be by herself from 5 because there's no other. She's the only black female on the air over there. Lincoln Ware, go stop clowning my boy Trump. I don't have to clown him. He's a clown anyway. He said melanated, not mayonnaise. Oh, boy. What? You talking about a white woman, Tim Heidel? We love Ashley Kirkland over here. You can't wean yourself off this chat, Vernon Jordan. You love it, and you think you're going to miss something. All right, folks. I got to get out of here. Y'all take it easy, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 right here on 1230 The Buzz. I'm out.